you.
Is there any truth to what you tell me you know about me? I don't want to underestimate your intellect, but something tells me there's something more to this. Go ahead and escape a couple times a day will do you good, but don't forget to bring yourself back to what you're terrified of every single day. Yeah, she's okay. I am not like you, I want to forget myself and be lied to. I don't know if anything is right, I'm just a girl who can't look herself in the eye.
I'm not like you, I wanna forget myself and be lied to. I don't know if anything is right, I'm just a girl who can't look herself in the eye.
Okay, that's good. After my dreams, I am somewhere where I'm comfortable. I can't think nothing and only feel
Who fucking knows what's up? Who the fuck knows what's up? Who really knows what's up? Who the fuck knows what's up? Thank God I'm not gay. Thank God I'm not scared. Thank God it's not fucking happening. Thoughts and prayers. Thank God I'm not gay. Thank God that I don't know anything. Thank God I'm not scared. Thoughts and prayers. It's the fucking worst, isn't it? It's the fucking curse, isn't it? It's the fucking curse, isn't it? Thoughts and prayers. These bitches just wanna watch us die. They wanna pray over our dead bodies alive. They wanna
leave us alone. We don't wanna fucking hurt anyone. We just wanna feel anything before we're done. Leave us alone. We just wanna have control of our lives. We just wanna get off, feel safe and die. And in my dreams, I am somewhere where I'm comfortable. I can't think nothing and only feel what I need to. So doing that, we're doing it. Okay, just give me a second. How's it start?
we're doing it right now.
Yeah, okay, fine. Everything is movement, everything is hypochondriac and pieced together from the fragments of losing sight of what I thought you wanted me to be, though I've tried, and it almost killed me.
You cannot know this.
You cannot pretend to be close with me, psychosis. Matters at your worldview and gnosis.
Whoa, it's only been a minute and a moment and you're already done.
This is praxis. Do you have anything to fight back with? No, you lack it. Am I making you worry?
It's your vision getting blurry.
Yeah, you're gonna need glasses. I burn so fucking bright that your eyesight only sees ashes. I am long past this post-traumatic, manic, consciousness blasted. Look in my eyes and see the person you damaged. How'd that sound? My dreams, I am somewhere where I'm comfortable. I can't think nothing and only feel what I need to. Pick yourself off the floor and look
distance. The peace sign burning innovation from God, please help me. The red sky fading in the distance. The peace sign burning like a vision from God, please help me. Can we make something beautiful with no hope? The nightmare hiding in the corner. The dead hope that you always held on to. As a little girl, you know why everything is horror. You know why no one will remember us in a better world. Can we make something beautiful for a better world? For a better world. Sometimes I see the every time. That you always clung to, the dream that someday it would heal you. Is there anywhere left to fall? I try so hard to recall hope, ancient hope, rotting hope. Can we make something beautiful with no hope? Ancient hope, rotting hope. Can we make something beautiful with no hope? With no hope. With no hope. Can we make something beautiful with no hope?
Hey guys, just give me 1 second. I'm stupid and didn't change something very quickly. Lord Almighty, what am I even doing? Alright. What am I doing? What is this? That's what this is. Alright, 1 second, guys. Sorry. Come on, computer. Don't do this to me now. Let's work together. We got this. We got this comp. We're good. We got this. It looks like it's working, I think, maybe a little bit. Hope so. I hope so. I think it's working, guys. 1 second. All right, there, we're good. Okay, sorry about the wait, guys. Let me switch it up here. Oh, and it's still fucked up. Why is it still fucked up? I just fixed it. Oh my god, I hate everything. Oh, that's why it's still fucked up, because I'm an idiot. There we go. Now it's fixed. Okay, now it's fixed. Okay, cool. Welcome, guys. How's it going? Same shit, different toilet, right? Same shit, different toilet. How's everyone? Who's out here? Come on, shout out in your fucking chat, whatever it is that people do. Put some background music. I'll make it quiet though. Just keep it chill in the background. Let's see how I can do that while still not like killing all your eardrums. Tell me if the music gets too loud or anything. It helps me think. I sometimes don't turn it on. I feel like I do better if I do. Sorry for being like incredibly late today. It's just I kind of announced it in the server, but it's just shit. You know, stuff's going on right now, so I still want to keep to my deal and show up at some point. It's not like most of you sleep all that much, or if you do sleep, you probably sleep all day. Right. Most Zoids I talk to either deal with insomnia, or they sleep erratically, or they sleep during the day a lot and not as much at night. Shit like that. I don't think there's too many cluster A folks or schizo folks out there that, you know, get their 8 hours every night on some consistent basis. I'm sure there are some, but I doubt there's all that many. I just want to know if the music's too crazy. Looks like it's a little crazy. Hold on. That's not too bad, is it? Is the music okay? Just I find black metal very soothing. Are we good on the music? Can someone give me a an update on that one? Not too loud. Oh man. Hey, Grid Depths. Bleeding heavily from one's forehead in public, considered impolite. What's up, Curio? How's it going? Oh, you've been here before, right, Curio? I think I've seen you in the past at some point or another. I don't think it's considered impolite to bleed from your head. I guess, I mean, it depends. Like, if you went up to a crowd of people and cut your, like, forehead open, which would bleed a lot, even if it wouldn't be all that dangerous, that would be kind of impolite. Especially if you bleed on them. Right? I don't think just bleeding is bad. I think, like, maybe, like, stumbling around and getting blood all over people, that might be considered pretty impolite, Great Depths. I guess it would depend, really. Oh, okay, cool. Well, cool. Nonetheless, welcome, Curio. I think the problem with a lot... Nah, it's just bleeding. Oh, well, it's just bleeding. No, I don't think... What would be impolite about that? I mean, did you just, like, what happened? Did you, like, bump your head or something? Did you get in a fight? Like, it depends, right? Like, I think where the bleeding... Like, how the bleeding got started is probably far more important to the context of how impolite it is. Then it comes down to how the bleeding got started, really. Like, if, like, say you were at someone's wedding and then, like, dermatillomania, what's dermatillomania? That sounds familiar. Can you tell me more about it, Great Depths? Like, okay, what is it and how does it apply to your forehead bleeding? I'm actually curious. Derma meaning skin, mania, but dermatillomania. I'm trying to figure out what that could be, but I don't want to guess. I'd rather just you tell me. It'd be easier that way. Anyway, Curio, you said I know you already, so that's cool, man. But one thing I was gonna say is a lot of the people in my, like, regular audience or whatever, we're a bunch of weirdos, so, like, they can be inconsistent about the names they use. So they can get, like, they can have, like, one username on Discord, another one on YouTube, another one on Patreon. It's a goddamn mess. So it's really hard to keep track of you guys. So you have to like remind me of something about you that would actually like let me kind of remember. It's an OCD substance that makes one compulsively obsessive to pick up their skin, like opening wounds and such. Removing it. Oh yeah, okay. Well, I wouldn't say that's impolite. Great depths. It's probably not good for you, obviously. It could lead to infection, so that's not good. The only time I would imagine it could be considered impolite is if somebody, because my brain has absolutely zero dopamine. I wouldn't say it has zero dopamine. You're on here typing. It requires some dopamine to want to get on a stream and type something, right? To some degree, like even if it's very small. But I mean, you couldn't do anything at all. Like you wouldn't be able to even like get up and eat breakfast if you had zero dopamine. But I would say you have very low dopamine, like a lot of us. So my point being that I mean, if you were to like say pick at your scab or your forehead at some like social event, like in front of people, and it bled everywhere, I could see how that might be considered impolite by people, especially that don't know about your dermatillomania, or yeah, if they don't know about it, or even if they do know about it, but they're not like close to you or understanding, that they're gonna consider that shit impolite because they're not gonna understand that it's an obsessive compulsive thing. That one, and two, like you might put a damper on the evening's festivities if there's a guy walking around with blood all over his face and his hands. So, I mean, I'm guessing that's how it might be interpreted. Corman 1, greetings. How long it might take approximately to read entry applications in the Discord server? When did you put one in, Corman? Because if you tell me that you've put one in within 24 hours and you're already commenting on here about it, I'm gonna tell you, you're gonna have to wait a little bit. Like, I mean, me and the people who run that shit are a bunch of schizoids, so sometimes we're not like super like on top of every application that goes in immediately, right? But we try to take care of it as soon as we can. Sometimes we'll get a few, so because we try, we do a pretty decent vetting process. In other words, like I try to we try to, what's the word? We try to like read them thoroughly and make a decision, and sometimes we vote depending on a few things, stuff like that, between the mods and the devs and shit. Cario, oh, I know. Actually, I wasn't in any of your platforms before. I subbed and joined Discord just yesterday. I could just tell you, but it's kind of funnier to have you guess Joy. What? Alright, now you got my attention. At like at 9 something, I'll talk about what it is I want to talk about. Right now I'm just kind of fucking around trying to get in the mood to talk. So just bear with me, guys. Wait, your entry's 2 weeks? Oh my god. Okay. If your entry's... Wow. We should have answered that by now. Sometimes, like, if we get to, like, a few applications in a row, stuff can get mixed, like, lost in the mix. If that is what happened... No, I know. I can tell. The Joy thing. But if it got lost in the mix, apologies. My suggestion is DM one of the mods that are listed. Tell them, and then we should take care of it as soon as possible. If any mods are listening now, please see if you can take care of that or see what's up. What name, Corman, what name is it under, though? Is it under the same name, Corman 1? Because if it's not, I'd suggest maybe drop in the name just in case somebody's listening now. Because I got a few peeps that might be on. I don't know. If not, I'll remind them the next time I'm on Discord that there's somebody that hasn't been... or I could at least... I could probably send out the message now. Okay, yeah, just DM me the name and then I'll take care of it, okay? DM it to me, actually. DM it to me first. And then I can put it in our mod chat. Okay, there you go. Melee's here. Hi, Melee. Yeah, send it to Melee, Beefcake, whatever, but it's under Melee. Meat Suit, I believe. Meat Suit. So send it to Meat Suit. Fucking... God damn it. This is what I mean, Melee. Even my moderators, fucking Beefcake, Melee, Meat Suit. God damn it, man. You guys make it so fucking difficult. Keep track of it all. I'm over here fucking Schizoid Angst no matter where I go now, and you motherfuckers have like 4 different goddamn names. Which I understand why you do, because I used to do that shit too. Like, so I get it. But damn, it's so fucking frustrating when you're trying to keep track. When like it's frustrating when like every other motherfucker that wants to talk to you or gets on your streams does the same shit, where they have like fucking 3 different goddamn names on 3 different platforms. What's it? It's been Meat Suit forever now? Oh, okay. Well, whatever. Change your shit to Meat Suit on here then. So, because if you say Beefcake, I always want to say Melee, and then whatever, Melee. People probably get confused. They say I'm like Melee this, Melee that, and it says Beefcake. I don't want to say Beefcake because I don't know use Beefcake anywhere else other than the fucking streams. Whatever. World's best moderator. Good job. Okay. So Kiryu, you want me to guess who the fuck you are? Man. I hope it's someone I actually want popping up out of nowhere. Shut up. Okay, I'll shut up. I'll shut up. Wait, like this? Yeah. Shut up. One of if I want to be secretive, confusing. That's why I'm doing this. Okay, so I can give you a hint about this. There's something captivating about me. It shines of many colors, and it usually sits behind me on a night table. Oh, okay, I know who you are. What's up, dude? Yeah, okay. I know who you are, bro. Welcome, man. I won't dox you. Welcome. Now I know who you are. Alright, I know who you are now. I remember the shiny thing behind you that I'm always staring at because I can't help it. Sometimes I zone out and look at it. But yes, yeah, I know who you are, Kiryu. Welcome, Kiryu. Welcome to the stream. Cool. I'm glad you're here, man. All right. Oh yeah. No, man. Like I can remember shit, not people so much, but like the shit around the people, and then my associations to the people and the shit. Like I'm pretty good at that. Like I'm pretty good at that. You hit like the perfect thing that would remind me without giving anything away. Who you are, Kiryu? Like shit's fucking perfect. Good job. Okay, guys. Let me set up a question thing, so that way if you guys want to ask questions or whatever, you can. Here, let me do a Q&A thing. So it's gonna put a box at the top, and then you can dump questions into it. I'm gonna type in the subject they want to discuss, and then you guys can dump questions into that. This is kind of like somewhat personal, somewhat not personal, like relevant subject. I'm trying to figure shit out. I'm having troubles. I'm trying to know what the hell it is I'm doing and what direction I'm taking stuff in. And I want the opinion of the people that actually watch my shit. So, here we go. All right, so this is kind of the subject. All right, it's kind of out there, not out there, but like, okay. So I figure, hey, who better to get help, advice-wise or thought-wise, than my fellow homie Schizoids, right? And Schizoid adjacent peeps, because I know a lot of the people that do watch me are either like Well, they're either eccentric, schizoid, or some other cluster A schizospectrum type person, or they're a different kind of neurodivergent sort of person, right? Which would include everything from like people that are like autistic to people that are schizo to people that like are dealing with stuff like DID and shit like that. Okay. You got some funka brains like mine in a different way. So interesting brains is what I like to call them. In any case, what did that say? Oh, I just saw my can of seltzer that said it's a GF, and I was like, "What? It's my this is GF." No, but it means gluten free, which is like I didn't even know that was a thing people are so concerned with right now. Still, but that's good. I mean, unless and then some people I know said they're supposed to be allergic to it or whatever. I don't know all the details about that. I just know I think my one of my family members is allergic, gluten or whatever. Not sure how that functions. I know it fucks with their gut more than anything else. Yeah, okay, anyway. So the subject today is what is my channel? Who am I trying to be? Okay. I have some ideas. I'm not aimless, right? I have some ideas of what it is I'm trying to do, what I'm trying to work on. I have a lot of direction and ambition toward what it is I'm attempting to make happen. And I think I know what directions to take a lot of this stuff in and what to do. Sometimes I'm not sure. Sometimes I doubt myself. Whatever. But the part where I get kind of lost, and I need your guys' help, is the part where I say, well, like, what does this get categorized as? At least at this point, it could change, right? Like, what should I be categorizing myself as when it comes to like, I guess, categorization? If I had to pick any, I'm not a fan of having to even do that, but in order to function within, like, say, a community of influencers, people that talk on the internet, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Why does it need to be categorized? Great Depths, because it just does. Because it doesn't need to be categorized for my sake, like my personal sake. It needs to be categorized so that I fucking know how to present it and market it and put it forward when I talk about it to normies and shit, especially. So I have trouble categorizing this stuff because I'm not a big fan of having to categorize these sort of things, because I understand the great level of complexity and all the meta and all that shit. So you don't got to get me on that one. I'm fully aware. So let's get past that point if you can. Great Depths. Yeah, see, but that's the thing. Like, am I an influencer? I'm a mental health advocate, researcher. I'm a researcher. Like, am I? See, that's the thing. Then it's not pretty clear. It's not pretty clear. You would think it's clear, but it's not, right? Am I a activist? Because I feel like I'm an activist sometimes. Am I just an advocate? Would I be considered an activist? Look at Great Depths, just trying to fucking minimize it to the point where the stream's over. You want just the stream to be over? You want the stream just to end? Great Depths? Oh, Great Depths is right. Later, guys. Boop. Is that what you want, Great Depths? You want just me to go like, oh, good job, bro. You figured it out. Stream over. This guy. You swear. I'm kidding. I'm fucking with you, bro. No, yeah, but if that's how you feel, you would consider me being an influencer, an advocate, and a researcher. I definitely wouldn't think I'm any kind of researcher. I do research, but I wouldn't call myself. I mean, that's like calling myself a sewage specialist because I take a shit. Right? Like, I'm a sewage specialist because I take dumps and flush them down the toilet. I'm a very niche sewage specialist. I don't know. So, because, like, here, let me explain. Let me explain what I mean, guys. That kind of leaves me a little, like, perplexed, I guess, in all this. Okay, let me look at the questions. You already know. Shut up, Depths. Shut up. You're not Yoda. You're not fucking a Jedi Master. chill. Beefcake asks, "Are you Schizoid Jesus?" Maybe. I guess that'd be kind of cool. I guess. What might be Schizoid Jesus? No, okay. Let me explain to you why it's not so simple for me in my mind. Okay. The reason it isn't so simple for me is because there's a couple things going on. Okay. I don't just. Okay, so I have a channel in which, yes, I do advocacy and I talk about this stuff, but sometimes I fuck around and I just try to do relatability and I just try to connect with you guys and you connect to me, and I'm always open to listen to you guys and whatever kind of schizo ass fucking problems you want to discuss and jump on my live stream. Like, in fact, right now my live stream's like completely open to you guys jumping in and talking. So so right now I'm on the live stream, like, of the Discord server, and like anybody that wants to jump on can jump on and start chanting away with me at any point. So it's open. That's open. I didn't mute it like I usually do. It's just open already. Okay, so anyway, I do the channel stuff. I do interviews with and conversations with like certain psychologists. I do interviews. I've done interviews with like schizoids and want to tell a little bit about their story. I've done just discussions with other YouTubers about the subject, about mental health. I'm just listing like shit I'm working on and I'm doing, and that way people can give me a better kind of clear answer. So I can just I want to make a decision, but it's so fucking difficult, right? Okay, okay, so let me continue before you make any decisions or claims here. Okay, so I do that, right? Okay, so I do that YouTube type shit. Okay, all right, that's one thing. I have a server, right? I own a server that is supposed to be a support, relatability, kind of safe location for schizoids to gather and congregate. We have a vetting process. I have moderators who are schizoid and shit like that. We try our best. We're not psychologists. I'm not a psychologist. I'm not a therapist. I'm not licensed to be a therapist. All I can be is an advice giver and a experience explainer and a support facilitator, because those don't require degrees. So that's all I can be. Okay, the only degree I have is a master's degree in history. That's it. So I guess I have a college education, but it's not toward anything mental health related, which I deeply regret every day. Okay, so there's that. So I have the server. I get a lot of help from my moderators, from my devs, and all the people that I work with, and so on and so forth. Okay, boom. All right. I do, as Great Depths mentioned, I do a lot of research on my own. But most of the information that I've gathered and everything else isn't just from reading literature, which I have done. It's mostly from having conversations with other schizoids that have read the literature, or before I got a chance to read it, or have read the literature as well. Schizoids that are very intelligent and came up with theories and ideas, and I went back and forth with them, and we learned from one another. People like that. Conversations I've had, schizoids I've helped with advice and everything else, a collection of information coming from a variety of sources, anecdotal as well, experiential type shit, from internal experiences to external stuff being explained to me, because I've talked to like hundreds of fucking schizoids at this point. I guess it has to be hundreds, and have related their experiences to me. And so, because I've been at this shit adamantly for like 2 years. I guess it's been about 2 years now. Yeah, I know who you are. It's all good, Great Deaths. You are Oblivion. So there's that, right? Okay, cool. So take that into consideration. All right. I'm also apparently, according to some people, some leader of some kind of thing, movement, advocacy, activism, right, of some kind. a position I never believed I would ever be in, but I guess ended up as, and I've accepted. So some people consider me to be this leader figure, right? Other people joke around, call me a cult leader, some shit like that, right? Okay, so there's that too, right? Shut up. Great devs, Jordan Peterson, take that gay woke moralist. Oh, that's so funny. If you don't know the lore, don't worry about it. This shit's hilarious. Okay. So there's that, right? Okay, so this is the background shit I'm doing. Okay, so this is why I'm explaining everything I work on. It isn't just I stream. It isn't just I make occasional videos or interviews and shit like that. And it isn't just I do the server thing and everything. Okay, more stuff. Okay, and then you guys can make a decision for me, or not for me, but like help me. It's ultimately my decision how I describe myself. To like the normie institution world for now. Okay. We're gonna get deeper, guys. Get ready. We're gonna get deeper. Alright, don't leave me yet, please. Okay. Alright, so behind the scenes, this is the type of actions I'm taking. I'm communicating with various I'm trying to get a hold of, and sometimes communicating with when I do get a hold of YouTubers, psychologists, groups, support groups, whatever I can get my hands on, even YouTubers that might have. I'll be honest with you. I don't know if you would call it clout chasing, but I kind of do clout chase for like the project, right? I'll be honest. I clout chase for the project. Yes. Like, I don't care about fame. I don't care about, oh, look, so many people know who I am and they think I'm special. Like, I'm a fucking schizoid. I don't give a fuck about that shit. That's just so fucking worthless to me. I can't even explain to you how worthless that shit is to me. But in my case, I have to clout chase so that, like, if I find I'm kind of opportunistic in some respects, I guess, because I really care about this and I want to get certain things off the ground because I want to help as many people as I can, because I'm constantly thinking about the fact that the longer it takes to make this stuff happen, the more backflips I'm not avoiding. That's like one of my like really deep kind of psychological issues right now is, for whatever reason, I know it's my loose association, schizo-ass brain or whatever, but I'm like really deeply emotionally connected to the concept of how many lives are being like lost out there in the world that are kind of on this spectrum, as well as specifically more schizoid, and it eats at me every day. Okay, so that's rough. Whew. Okay, so anyway, so that's my abstract preoccupation. A very abstract preoccupation, and beyond that, it's the idea itself of feeling like I'm not doing as much as I possibly can. Anyway, okay, so there's that. So that requires me to like communicate with people. Sometimes mass, whatever. Just I guess at that point I'm advocating, right? Even if it is sometimes a form of clout chasing. Mental health cloud chasing. Jesus. I don't know what you would even call that. I'm also trying to find other schizoids out in the web that create stuff like YouTubers and shit, small as they may be. And like throw a comment out there, support them, say, hey, I'm watching, or hey, I'm doing this thing. Maybe you're interested, you know? Like, I'm doing that. Okay, so that's another thing I'm doing. All right. Hey, while I'm fuck it. While I'm listing the so fucking many wonderful things I'm trying to do. Always want to mention. I gotta pay my half of the bills this time around. So anybody that wants to contribute through my PayPal or my Patreon, I really deeply appreciate it. If you can afford to throw some shekels, and that's said ironically, relax. Throw some shekels at me, and I'd really appreciate it. because I could use it right now. Anyway, so okay, so there's that, right? Okay, so there's a mental health clout chasing. Yeah, thank you, Curio. That's true. I should start using it. A mental health clout chasing. Okay, so there's that shit, right? Okay. And then I'm also I'm trying my best because I know the ship intimately, right? I'm trying my best to like also fundraise, I guess, for this sort of stuff by offering my personal time. So if for some reason somebody out there that's schizoid or whatever, or schizoid adjacent, needs help, they want to talk, they need an hour, they need 2 hours, they need 3 hours, talking to someone that might understand them and work with them and be open and all that kind of shit, and they are somebody that's on this kind of schizo spectrum or schizoid more specifically, I can do that for money. And I hate that it's for money, but I'm not a millionaire. I'm not even 100,000aire. So I'm not 10,000aire most days. So every day. So I have to charge for my time. But I am willing to do that one-on-one time and for money so that I can keep this shit going. Because the last thing I want to do, guys, look, this is the thing. Like, I'll tell you right now. I'm 38. I've done decades of work, right? Like just wagey shit. None of it was fulfilling. I hated all of it, but I was good at it sometimes. Sales, all kinds of stupid shit. My point being is I don't want to have to go back to that world for personal reasons, obviously, because I'm just sick of it, but also because every day that I would be there, I would be thinking about all the work that I wouldn't be doing that actually fucking mattered. And I don't know that I could survive that. I'll be honest with you guys. I'm just straight up. I don't think that I could survive that. Maybe not backflip wise, but like institutionalized wise. I don't think I can survive going back to being a wagey because I need to like pay bills and then forgetting about this because I don't have time for it or letting this decay. I don't think I could cope with that because this, sickeningly enough, has become my entire essence. So whatever. Anyway, so what's next? What's next? Okay, so there's that shit. Okay, finally, this is for those folks that are like, well, what are you really doing, bro? I'm working toward creating a nonprofit organization. I want to create a nonprofit. I've been doing my research on it. I want to create a nonprofit organization for the purposes of doing a bunch of shit that has to do with this sort of advocacy and help. Because nobody's fucking doing it, and even if somebody else does it, we need more people doing it. I don't give a fuck if somebody else decides to jump ahead of me and be like, I'm a nonprofit for schizoids. I'm like, whatever. I don't give a shit. Fine. That's good. Good job. We need more. So, well, not just schizoids, man. Just schizo spectrum peeps in general. We need to stop being treated like we're just insane. Or weird, or strange, or eccentric. No, we're a legitimate type of person. A legitimate neurodivergence. And we have something to contribute even with these outlier brainers of ours. We have plenty to contribute. Things that we can contribute that I believe that a neurotypical person could not contribute in the same way. And I think, not for saying that it's better, but we're useful in our very unique fashion within multiple fields and multiple professions and multiple everything. Right. I just feel like a schizo mathematician is going to bring a very different thing to the table than a autistic mathematician or a neurotypical mathematician. Simple as that. And all three of them come together and create some magic. Not just math, but just anything. Anyway. Okay. I listed all the things. I think that I constantly worry about. So you guys tell me. Hold on one second, guys. I need to. Lord, I gotta give me one quick second. One quick second. So I can step back from this for like 1 minute. Hold on, hold on. There we go. Okay. I'm back, guys. Sorry, I had to tell my daughter goodnight and stuff. Why do I keep getting messages? What's happening? Oh, it's from something else. Okay. Thought I had something to do with all this. Okay. So what am I, guys? Am I an activist? Am I an advocate? If what's frustrating is that if I had like a degree, I could say, "Oh, I'm a mental health facilitator therapist" or some shit. Like I don't have a degree. I'm just some fucking loser on the internet that's trying to help people that aren't getting help. So what the fuck am I, guys? What should I start telling people I am? Once I have a nonprofit, I could say, "Oh, I'm the fucking, I run a nonprofit for the Schizoids." Maybe I could say that, but for now, I don't even know what the hell I would call what the hell it is I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to help. I've been thinking about like getting on Twitch too, because I got to get on Twitch. That's where all the talking is happening. That's where all the clout chasing and influences right now, I guess, is Twitch. Or at least part of it. So the good thing is I have an iPad now. So because I have an iPad, thank you to somebody. I didn't buy it myself. I can't afford that shit, but thank you to my good friend that sent it to me and said, "Hey, this should help you with your channel." And now I have an iPad. I can use that to maybe, network research as well as possibly stream for Twitch or something, like just casually stream for Twitch. So I'm thinking, oh, maybe I could stream for Twitch on days that I don't stream on YouTube, where I do my more like, I guess more structured sort of shit. Structured for me, right? So I don't know. I'm thinking about fucking around on Twitch. Curio, to be clear, are we trying to define who you are? No, public. Thank you. I guess I should have been more clear. Who do I need to be for the public? What's the best way to describe what it is I'm trying to do that would be useful to the public? Good call, Curio. Like what do I call myself? To YouTube and the public and my neighbors and other people. Like what do I call myself? Because like in my head I just go, oh, I'm this broke motherfucker trying to help people and making less than minimum wage trying to do that. Like that's all I think about. Just making less than minimum wage in California trying to do that. Just you know how absurd it is. Like every single time in my head that I think that like doing like working 30 hours a week at a fucking, I don't know, fast food place would probably make more money or something than what I'm trying to do here in California. That shit fucked me up. That shit fucks me up. That shit keeps me up at night, man. Like you have no idea. Like I'll sit there in the middle of the night and just like, and not because I deserve so much more money, but because I just go, wow, this is what matters to people. This is what's worth rewarding. The manufacturing of meat patties and burgers matters more to the society I inhabit than all these other things that go through my head. That shit blows my mind. And makes me wanna just Makes that overpass look pretty cool, pretty chill. And it's funny because I could tell this to someone and they don't get it. Like, I can tell this shit to somebody, like a regular person, and they're like, "Oh man, well you just gotta not take it. Oh, you can't put that on yourself, brah. You can't put that on yourself." I'm like, motherfucker, do you understand the amount of just sheer terror and desperation, anxiety and angst I feel when I think about the fact that I can't even make the equivalent of a full-time job minimum wage trying to do this shit. Like that selling like my previous job was at adult stores and stuff. Selling dildos to other people, selling fucking dildos makes me more money than trying to help human beings from suffering as much as they feel they need to or will. Sorry, not need to, but will. Even if it is a more niche group. Even if it is only like less than 1% of the human population. Yeah, it's my society moment, bro. Sorry. I can't help it. Anthony King thinks the burgers and fries are more important than the local fast food restaurant providing. Well, shit. So maybe there's the need to concentrate. Hold on. Sorry, I've been reading Curio. I've been reading your chats. I've just been reading them while talking, so I have been reading them. So maybe there needs to be concentrated less on the content itself and more on building an image that can attract people. That disgusts me. That disgusts me. I can't. What? An image? Oh God. I've done nothing but masking for 30 years, bro. Like, I don't know. I can't do image. If I can build an image, it's just me. Whatever the fuck this is. Maybe that might work. You're doing this because you believe in it. You actually have to weigh your enjoyment versus the very real problem of destitution. I know, bro, but like that's what sucks is I have a family and kids and I love them. But I also love helping neurodivergent people of similar kind as myself. I also love doing that. It's really, really rough. It's really, really difficult. It's really, really fucking rough. Tribe brother. Hi, Ricky. Embrace this. No. See, a lot of people always like Ricky. I mean, I know you're just fucking around, but like a lot of people always tell me like, "Oh, why you like, bro? Why you like limiting yourself to like identifying as schizoid and all this shit?" I'm like, I get it. I get how complex human beings are. I get that we're not just one identity. I'm not trying to create some fucking tribal shit. I get that. 100% understand that stuff. Right? But for anything to get done for a group of people dealing with specific types of issues, various functionalities, the way that your average human being will be able to understand it more easily, consume it more easily, is if you're displaying yourself as some kind of group of people of some kind that have some plight. It's very fucking simple, man, Ricky. Like, if you just go off the whole like, oh man, I'm beyond that, like, I get it, I understand, but the meta doesn't sell. The meta doesn't translate. If anybody out there knows exactly what I'm talking about, please say something in chat. Okay, Kiryu. I know it's the exact opposite of what a schizoid wants to do. Alas, reaching what an audience implies adapting the message to people who would typically discard the content, so a degree of masking is needed. Yes, to okay, the kind of masking I'm okay with doing is like kind of like meta masking is fine. I don't know that I can like mask myself very well anymore. I've been at this masking shit for so long. That's another reason I just stress out. Like, I don't know that I can go back to like a normal job and just pretend like I'm not losing my fucking mind and that I'm not sitting around stressed out about other people that are losing their fucking minds in a similar fashion. So I would say, oh, music's gone. Let's get that back. I would say, yeah, I would say that. So that's what I worry about. That's what I worry about. The only reason why I say burgers and fries are more important is because it's rewarded. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean, Kiryu, but like, how long will that take, man? What do I have to do? Like, there's pressures, man. There's just pressures from like outside of me that I can't control, right? Like, look. Let me explain to you what I mean. Okay. Like, it's really easy just to say, "Oh, just fucking keep working at it, bro. You'll make it. Good job." There's time pressures, right? So I can only do what I'm doing for so long before it collapses in on me. There's social pressures. There's economic pressures. There's interpersonal pressures. There's a lot of fucking pressures on me, and as much as I try to disassociate from all the pressure in order to kind of just keep trucking along, it only works for so long, right? So like, even if I'm like even if I'm like super deeply passionate about like what I'm doing and I care about it and I'm like pushing through everything that makes me uncomfortable or like personally makes it personally difficult when it comes to like my own emotions and my own internal shit, like even if I get past that part, right, there's stuff I can't control. There's stuff that like is beyond my like just it isn't just a willpower question, right? Like I have to help with bills. I have obligations. I have responsibilities to support my fam. Even if I'm not currently supporting my fam as much as my partner, because my partner has a much better job than whatever the fuck it is that I'm doing right here. So yeah, like I'm just in this fucking rock and a hard place. But whatever. So it's not just as easy as like, oh, waiting, you know? Because if it was just a matter of waiting, that wouldn't be that big a deal. It's not like I'm just impatient, right? There's a part of me that is a little impatient because I just think how absurd it is that human beings are just like placing priority over all kinds of stupid fucking dumb shit instead of just trying to help their fellow man. Like, and hilariously, I honestly, this is what's so fucking funny. I honestly believe that were people of a neurodivergent nature, whether schizos or autistic people, were to be integrated properly into society, it would probably help alleviate a lot of the fucking problems that currently people preoccupy themselves with. It wouldn't get rid of them, but it would definitely alleviate them to a significant point. I don't like this album. I mean, it's not bad. I'm not into it. I don't want to hear anything I can actually understand the lyrics to. Let me change the music. It's good music. I just don't want to. I don't want to really hear anything where I can actually understand lyrics. So let's see if there's another black metal album that, like, or it would require me to like really pay attention to understand lyrics, but like hear them. I just kind of want garbled black metal noise. This already sounds like it's gonna have like lyrics that I'm gonna be able to get. Oh no, we're good. Oh, good. All right, this is what I need. I just need screams and growls, and aesthetic and atmosphere, and just pain. Pain is fine. Let's see here. I think this is part of the reason why I think the schizoid reaction to relationships is to feel engulfed. That's why I never have a family. I'm fine with living on the street. No, because you want to know something funny, Anthony? Want to know something fucking like somewhat tragic about what you just said, Anthony? I want to hear. I want a one in chat. Okay, you know what? Fuck it. Give me a one in chat if you want to hear what the tragedy of the kind of paradox that is having obviously obligations and responsibilities and people I love and care about, such as my wife and my kids, and an attempt to create something of this nature and the difficulties that come with that, and obviously all that stuff comes into conflict and everything else. Like, give me put a one in chat if you want to hear how all of that actually comes together in my mind, even if it's just cope. But I want to say it. But it's hard for me to talk about. But I want to say it if you guys want to hear it. So give me a one in chat. Because like it's hard for me to talk about because like it's important, but it's hard for me to talk about because if I talk about it, I'm gonna get like. It's just hard. It's just hard, guys, but how it all kind of comes together, and it's hard for me to kind of... it's just hard. But if you guys think you can get something out of it, then it's absolutely worth it. Alright, what do we got? One. Okay, good enough. Considering there's only like 10, 12 people here anyway. If I didn't have those things, if I didn't get lucky enough to find a woman that put up with my fucking aloof ass and have kids with them and develop this love and admiration for both her and my children and everything else, which taught me what effective empathy really looks like, and then helped me apply it to the work I'm doing now and everything else, and didn't have the motivation to basically go, I need to find something that I'm good at and that I can do with my life that gives me meaning so that I can take care of them somehow. Because I know that eventually I'll burn out, I'll fizzle out if I don't find something. If I don't find something that I can do that I'm any good at. If I didn't have those things, those engulfments as I called them, I wouldn't even be doing this. I wouldn't even have the energy or ambition to want to do this. I would have I would have long ago given up. So it's kind of a catch-22. It's a catch-22, guys. It's a catch-22. It's a catch-22, guys. I don't think I would have gotten the ambition or wherewithal to make what little I have so far if I didn't have them. I would have been just doing nothing and decaying somewhere. So hard to talk about, guys, because there's a lot of associated guilt and personal resentment of myself. I know, Anthony, even if that's what you're doing, I'm assuming you're still pretty young, and I want to see if I can do what I can to help you crawl out of that, bro. I feel like I'm trying to have some kind of time machine where I can't save myself, but I can help some multiverse, other versions of myself from going down the same sort of hell that I've created for myself currently. Stop them and help them before it gets to this point. Before I used to say, no one understands. Can't say that anymore. Can't say that anymore. You guys exist. You guys exist, so you guys understand. Took me a while to accept that. There's people out there that actually understand. Now people look at people like me and they're like, "Oh man, what a fucking doomer! What a fucking depressing fuck." That's all I've heard most of my life. You're depressing. You're weird. You're pessimistic. You're cynical. You're dark. You're depressing. Those are comments that oftentimes were lobbed at me, but I was more angry than anything. Angry that things have to even be this way at all. Okay, that's why I devote to talk about this, because I know it fucks me up when I do. So honestly, whenever it has to do with my kids and my wife and stuff, it fucks me up. Because I have so much to be grateful for their existence. More than I can ever pay back. When it comes to doing what I'm doing now, so I'm a foolish man. Foolish fool. Alright, let me see if there's any questions in the question box. Well, it's always like that. Alright, well, that's not really a question. Sure, whatever. Oh, Lord. What am I, guys? I am an advocate. I am an activist. Guess I'm an activist. But that's the thing. Activism has such a fucking negative connotation to it nowadays, especially. Advocate sounds better, right? Like for what I'm trying to do. So maybe an advocate. Advocacy leader. Is that the what I am? I'm an advocacy leader. Dark Vows, I would say so. Okay, well, maybe that's what I am. I'm an advocacy leader. Like, dude, like, let me tell you something funny. Like, I've been on Twitch, right? This is the kind of shit that eats at me, too. Like, I was on Twitch, like, just searching, right, for, like, live stream, mental health live streams, ambassador, that sounds so pretentious. So I was I like ambassador, schizoid ambassador. I'm a schizoid ambassador. My name is Angst. I am a schizoid ambassador. No, I'm not doing that. That's terrible. So I was on Twitch, and occasionally, like, I try to find like if there's any mental health live streams on Twitch. And sometimes there's some, and the ones that are there, sometimes they're like so big. There's just no way to fucking get like the mental health. Some of the big mental health people, or some of the big YouTubers will do like not YouTubers, Twitch streamers will do like, oh, mental health Mondays, right, or some shit like that. And it's like, fuck, good luck. Unless I have like $100 to throw at them, good luck getting a chat read and like getting enough attention to where they actually like do anything about it, right? So, honestly, if I had money, that's probably one of the things I would do. I'd find like people. I would be mental health clout chasing. Yeah, absolutely, 100%. So just get as much help and advocacy as I can. But yeah, I was on there and I was like searching, and if you like, sometimes you search under like mental health, you just put mental health or whatever. You can't be. It has to be really vague, otherwise you're not gonna find shit, right? And you go on Twitch, and you type in mental health, live streams available, right? I won't find anything. There'll be nothing, right? If I type in, or it'll be ASMR, but like just ASMR people fucking licking earlobe fucking microphones and shit, and it's listed under mental health. I'm like, what the fuck? And then sometimes I'll find like that one or two lonely fucking small streamer that's just trying to do something with themselves and to help, and I'm just like, fuck, dude. I'm gonna call myself a schizoid ambassador. I'm the schizoid ambassador, guys. I have to get voted in. I feel like that's wrong. There's too many schizoids out there who probably think, what a fucking loser piece of shit. I don't want him representing me in any capacity. So, I mean, there's that. Anyway. So, yeah, I got on there today. Like, today I was just fucking around on there, and I found this, like, channel. I found this, like, small... Like, I don't know anything about them. I don't know who they are. I don't know what they're about. Hold on. Right, if they're still on, I want to kind of like help them out, even if I have a very small following myself. Let me see if I can find them. So I put mental health, and this is one of the people that came up. Small little channel, 60 followers. Oh shit, Jesus, mother of God. Please don't do that to me. Anyway. No, I don't want your commercials. Shut up. No, I don't care about Ben Stiller dressed as Kratos. What the fuck is this bullshit? God, I hate the world. Hold on. I hate the world so much. Why is it showing me things like that? I don't care about that. I don't want to see that. I'm trying to log into my fucking Twitch so I can remember this person's name. I probably won't be able to because I'm fucking I'm both depressed and drunk. A little, not drunk, but like buzzed. Because I'm definitely not drunk. It takes a lot more than that to get me fucking drunk, that's for sure. Fucking passwords. All stupid. Yeah, whatever. In any case, here, let me get the. I have it on my. Find it on my phone. Okay, so. Wait. My stupid iPad. Now that I got an iPad, I have an iPad, guys. I'm trendy. All right, hold on. All right, let me get you the name of this person. It's just significant to me. It really is, man. Like, I don't know who this person is. I don't know. Whatever, I'll explain what I mean. Are they still around? Are they still on? Well, looks like they might be. Oh, look. So yeah, just go ahead and fucking play all that audio on my fucking chat. Oh, they're still on. Oh no, they're not on anymore, I think. Hold on. Oh no, it doesn't look like they're on anymore. Okay. So they were on just a second ago. Their name is here for you guys. Athena Cathedral, right? Somebody that's trying to be like a PNG YouTuber. They want to do mental health advice, LGBT kind of stuff. There's somebody that's Athena, ATHENA CATHEDRAL, right? And they're somebody that's I guess under the cluster A, paranoid, and that takes his antipsychotic. They said themselves publicly they take antipsychotics, and they're on there. They're on there trying to do their thing. Okay, and I got on there and I was like, talk to them just a little bit, right? And that's on Twitch. That one's on YouTube. I mean, that's on Twitch. Sorry, that one's on YouTube, on Twitch. The outcome, yeah, that's on Twitch. So, I was just on there for a little bit while they were live streaming, and I was like, "Wow, this is all that popped. It's literally all that popped up at a certain point. Like, that's all that popped up was her, and then just nothing but ASMR ear licking." And so I get on there and I'm just watching, and I say, "Hey, what's up? I'm trying to do this thing. This is cool." And honestly, man, like, just this, you know, person sitting on their bed, just talking. And when I showed up, they were like having some kind of conversation with their mother on the phone or something. I don't know. It was amusing. Point is, I was talking to them a little bit. I think I was like one of the 2 or 3 people that were on there. They have like 60 followers or something. And they're just trying to be a mental health PNG YouTuber with paranoid PD of some kind. And I like Cluster A. They had that flat affect action going on, and that I honestly like. I find people with flat affect relaxing and cozy. I find people that talk with a flat affect really safe and really comfortable. Even the stilted speech stuff is fine. It really is. But especially flat affect, I'm chill. Like, I've talked to people with flat affect, and I'm like, I know I don't have a flat affect. I can if the anhedonia kicks in real good and depression set in. Yeah, my affect can get very, very, very flat, as you guys have probably seen other times. But yeah, I'm really comfortable with people with flat affects. I find them cozy and just relaxing and unassuming and whatever. Anyway, so they had that going on. They just seemed so kind. I don't know anything about them. Maybe they're trying to hype a McDonald's burger, but like they just seemed so kind. They were just sitting there. They were saying their lines. They were trying to help. They were saying what they're trying to make. They're trying to be, and like, it was just direct. And It just, I don't know. I find flat affect, especially in combination with like an effort to create something and make something for themselves, to be in like just so fucking wholesome, man. To me, it just sounds so fucking wholesome. Like I can't, like it makes. There's very few things that make me want to like tear up in a positive way, but it's so fucking wholesome to hear somebody that's like, I guess what would be considered on the schizo spectrum or whatever, with their flat affect, taking maybe sometimes antipsychotics or something, but just like their flat affect, and they're just trying their hardest. They're trying their hardest, and they're trying to, they're still trying to help other people. Like, sorry guys, I've been recently getting more in tune with my emotional range. It's a difficult thing. It's been a process for like the last year or so. So yeah, it's rough, man. Seeing people that like probably suffering more than I am, and they're still trying to do mental health help and trying to help other people. Like, when the entire world has just abandoned them. What is that? What is that? Like, who does that? The world just turns their back on them. They're still trying to help other people. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? And that's the kind of stuff that like eats at me. Like, obviously, as you can tell, I'm being a fucking big fat bitch over here. But it also makes me so fucking angry. It makes me so fucking angry. So like in my fucking mind, I just go, who the fuck am I in comparison to those people? Who the fuck am I? Look, I know I'm suffering. I know I'm dealing with shit. But goddamn, some of these people have nothing. They have nothing. They've been suffering for so long. That they've been just riddled with abuse, dismissiveness, and been fucked over by both institutions and what was supposedly their support systems. And they're still trying to make something, and they're still trying to help others. It's just hilarious. In the most fucking tragic way possible. Yeah, it's the kind of stuff that, like, makes it really hard for me to keep it together, guys. Makes it really hard for me to keep it together. Oh, it's just so funny, because there's, like, people in my life, well, not in my life, but, like, that know me that, like, think I'm concerned with, like, this and that, and that I'm, like, I don't have time for your shit. I don't have time. It's unbelievable. It's fucking unbelievable. Whatever. Damn it, man. This is why I didn't... Okay, no, I'm not going to say that. I'm gonna put on you guys. That's just why I wanted to make sure this was something valuable for me to talk about to the people listening, because that's why I asked for you guys to vote, because I can't get into this like realm of things without just becoming a fucking mushy piece of shit. I can't help it. I just oh, it can't be helped. Can't. This is like things get dark here. I feel you, Anthony. I feel you. But what's wrong with fuckers like me that just want to keep trying anyway? I don't know. Like certain topics, certain things just make me so low functioning. Like I just don't even want. I don't want to do nothing. So worthless, so useless. So overwhelmed. So yep, that's the point of the stream. What is my channel? Who am I trying to be? So I don't even know, guys. I don't even know. I hate money. I hate money so much. I hate money. I hate that that's even a concern that I have to constantly worry about. Like, I hate it. I hate it. There's enough. There's enough to make you want to give up. And I have to try to kind of move past. Just money. Fucking money. I would do the most absurd shit with money. Stupid shit. I would actually like just to make you guys laugh. Just to make you guys laugh, I would do stupid shit with money. Just to give you guys a moment of respite. I'm so like black-pilled about so much other stuff that I don't even think backflipping would do anything. I think I would just be in some other position in which I'm just sitting there just as miserable with even less of an ability to do anything about it. So that's part of why I stick around. That and my fam, my kids, my wife. Combine that. And that's why I stick around. I don't think it'll make a difference. I have an existential fear that it won't. So it keeps me at bay. Yeah, what you're saying, Anthony, but it just sucks. Like I don't have a choice. Like literally today I had to like go on my server and like beg for money. It goes against like everything inside me. Like it feels so gross. I hate it. I hate it. I don't want to beg for money. Fucks with all my defenses, all kinds of shit. I don't want to beg for money. If somebody else would say, "Oh, just go get a job, bro," you won't have to. Such a conundrum. Like, if there was somebody else doing this, like, sort of work and just getting this shit done and whatever, maybe I could just do that, because then I'd be like, well, oh, it's being taken care of. Thank God. It's being taken care of. I could just go, I can ride that wave and support that wave, and it's being taken care of. It's not being taken care of. We just go get like a job somewhere. I would just get some jobs somewhere and just work out the rest of my existence quietly, waging away to provide for the people I care about the most. But that's not the case, so I find it pathetic and very angry that when I go on YouTube or Twitch or whatever, and I type in cluster A or schizoid or schizophrenia, see whatever is going on, like, just not us, very little. And the ones that are up there are like either people like me just trying to create something, or like larger mental health channels that are just kind of dropping the usual ICD fucking DSM fucking bullshit on the goddamn screen with an occasional piece of nuance. No. I feel you, Curio. Thanks, Anthony. Whatever. Even if it, like, I wish I could dedicate more time to this. I wish I didn't need sleep. I wish I didn't have to sleep. If I had a fucking magic genie in front of me, and he said, "What do you want?" I'd be like, "No, I no longer require sleep, but feel refreshed all the time." I go with that. It's a pretty good one. I just work all night. So I'm gonna have another 8 hours a day where I just do whatever I want in the quiet, and not worry about having to wake up and be functional. Because then I would be functional, because that genie would provide me the energy required to be functional. Sorry, Mila. Yeah, you're good. It's okay, Mila. What isn't a depression stream with me? Whatever. Sorry, Mila. I didn't mean for it to turn this way. It's just I went down the wrong rabbit hole. I'm okay. I'll be alright. Fuck. You're right, Mila. No, I know. I can't have this happen to me every time we get into certain subjects. I just like. Okay, so does anybody want to jump on? Anybody want to jump on and talk about this or anything else? I'm right here. If anybody wants to jump on and talk, I'm on the Discord. Jump on. Talk about whatever. I'm good. You know what I hate? I hate that, like, anytime I comment on someone else's YouTube channel, like, or their video, just because, like, I just want to, that, like, the notifications, I have them on for, like, this sort of work purposes too, but, like, the notifications tell me, congratulations, someone hearted my comment. I'm like, shut the fuck up. Like, cool, just tell me someone hearted it, or liked it, or responded to it. Don't fucking congratulate me, fucking YouTube. Jesus Christ. Congratulations. Someone read the shit you put down on a goddamn fucking channel. Some basic fucking interaction with the shit that they are producing, just because you said, hey, this is interesting and I like it. And you're gonna fucking congratulate me with a notification. Shut the fuck up. Fuck you. Fuck you. Congratulating me. What the fuck? I'm eating chicken and rice and I have nothing to say. Oh, it's fine. You don't have to say anything. You're good. I don't feel like I have anything to say anyway either. Let me check if any questions got dropped. No. Alright, cool. No questions in the question section, so I guess that doesn't matter. If you just jumped on this stream and you just see some depressed motherfucker, well, you missed most of the stream, so there's that. Sorry. Apologies on that one. Watch the VOD later if you'd like. I'm wondering, do any of the... Tell me in chat, do any of you guys have similar sort of just debilitating sort of meta abstract concerns like this?
Like all the time.
Oh, who's on here with me? Who's on here with me? Oh, what's up, Kiryu? What's up, man?
Hello.
What's up, homie? How you doing?
Hey.
Yeah, I know.
Kind of an overrated question, if you ask me.
Is that Team Fortress icon? What is that?
What?
What is that icon? Yeah,
This icon. How do I even explain it to you?
I thought it was some Team Fortress shit, but then I looked closer and I'm like, no,
No.
it's not.
I don't know. I should gauge how much in gaming you are, because
I'm
really...
I'm pretty deep into gaming, but even in the games I don't play, I'm on the internet a lot. So, what game is it?
So, have you been around during the PS2 time?
Yeah, I'm fucking 38, bro.
It doesn't mean that you were around.
No,
that
I've been playing
sort
nothing
of
but
niche
fucking
back
video
then.
games since I was a fucking little kid, bro. So yes.
Right? And we have a common ground.
Yeah. No.
So, if you must know, there was this game on PS2. I think it came out in 2001. Its name was Drakan, The Ancient Gates.
Drakengard?
No. That's another thing. A similar name, other game. Played that too. It's actually kind of good.
Drakengard's great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Drakan. How do you spell that?
Drakan. Drakan.
Let's see here. Drakan. I feel like I've definitely seen this shit before. Dude, you have no idea the amount of fucking random ass video games that I used to fucking play when I was a kid. Drakan.
Yeah, so it's an old ass, pretty fantasy game.
Oh, I remember this shit. I think I
all this time Oblivion shit. Yeah.
Yeah. I think I fucking rented this shit at least once when I was like a fucking, when I was a teenager or some shit from a Blockbuster.
A little known game. Yeah.
I mean, I played a lot of little known games if you want to talk,
didn't get massive success.
Yeah. If you want to if you want to talk like weird ass like games that no one's heard of, like, do you remember Primal on PS2?
Well, I haven't played it myself, but I heard of the game.
Yeah, with the little gargoyle friend. It's just the weirdest fucking game. Dude, I played so many fucking strange ass games that no one's ever heard of. So, I do remember Draken, but just I barely remember it. But I'm sure I rented it at some point and gave it a shot, and it was kind of fun. I remember this
it's actually fun.
I remember this was much later. This was like Xbox, I think. Xbox, or I don't think it was past Xbox. It was this weird game. Let me see if I can find it. Oh god, it was this weird, super broken, like wannabe Oblivion game. Like Elder Scrolls game. Like, fuck, I don't know that. What's I can. I'm trying to remember, dude. It's been so long. It was like this super shitty. It was known for how busted it was. Let me see here. Xbox. Hold on. Xbox RPG games. It's for the original Xbox. I can't even find original Xbox, dude. Like, I type in Xbox and it gives the Xbox One shit. I'm so old.
Yeah.
Oh, I found another one right here that was incredibly good, but this was actually good. It wasn't like what I'm describing, which was Kingdom Under Fire. That shit was fucking incredible. Kingdom Under Fire was legit. I'm trying to find this thing. Original Xbox. Hold on. Wow, I haven't thought about this shit in years.
That's basically what I
Xbox
do all the time.
RPG. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, geez, I just found another one that I haven't thought about in years that I thought was incredible way back, which was Phantom Dust. Phantom Dust for Xbox was fucking amazing. I think it's on the PC too.
The problems with all the games for me is that I had access to busty PCs and PS2 back then. Didn't have an Xbox, so
No, I know, but some
much
of
of
these
that
games
library,
were like some of these
unfortunately, I've
games were
lost, and I'm
PC
trying.
games. Some of these were PC games initially. You know what I'm saying? Like so.
Yeah, but even in the PC spectrum, I was like a decade behind at the time. So while everyone was playing PS2 games, I was still playing DOS games, basically.
Oh no, I get you. Like no, but I'm sure at some point you were playing like fucking Mechasol and shit like that. But
not even that much. It was very limited,
oh
money,
man, I
unfortunately.
can't. Hold on. Let me see if I can fucking find this shit. Holy shit, I can't find the name of this game. I can't find it anywhere.
Well, this was a shitty unknown game. It's most likely.
It's like a super shitty unknown
have a harder
game.
time.
It was like a super shitty unknown, like it was like built like a wannabe Elder Scrolls sort of like weird sort of MMO style build, but it was single player and
It's first person.
No, it was third person. Sorry,
Third person.
so it wasn't like
because
Elder
I had
but
a
it
game
was
pop up, but it was made
it was like
by some from software.
No, it wasn't from software. It was like this weird third person original Xbox game. Oh my, hold on, let's see. RPG I'm trying to find it now. Now that I'm stuck on, I need the title. This is some shit that I spent a lot of time on, even though it sucked.
Yeah.
It totally
Well,
sucked. Like this game was not a good game. Hold on, by like most people's standards. No, it wasn't. It was like Jade Empire, but it wasn't Jade Empire.
Okay.
And it wasn't Too Human, but that was 360. That's a different one. Too Human was a fun one.
Was it better or worse than Jade Empire? Because
it was
already...
it was worse than Jade Empire.
Oh, okay. That takes effort.
I would argue it was worse than Jade Empire, but because everyone hated
it's pretty blurry at that point.
Yeah. But because I like everyone hated it, I was like, I'm gonna play this. Mm-hmm. And I got pretty far in it. I got really, really far in it, and it was shit. I don't remember anything about it. I can't even remember the goddamn title, and I was like a teenager. Oh man, if I stumble across it, I'm looking through like lists and pictures right now. I'm stuck on this, so we're not going anywhere. God damn, I'm gonna have to look through like an alphabet of just like original fucking Xbox games because I can't.
I should go down the same. Yeah.
I can't remember the name of this fucking weird game. Oh my god, you just pushed me down a rabbit hole. Good job, fucker. All right, hold on. Let me see here.
I mean, I didn't have much to add up into that other thing. I wasn't really willing to anyway.
So. To what? Willing to what?
You know, to stay into the depressing void we were in back then, and it was.
Oh, like, why? It's so much fun there. Anyway.
Yeah, it is, but I have, despite my efforts, I cannot seem to get much out of it today or tonight, depending on whether you are.
You can't get too much out of depressing shit.
Yeah, it's just I don't really have control.
You get boring. You get bored of that shit. You're just like, this shit's boring and gay.
Like I was trying to get emotionally involved, and it was like, you know how it works. Yeah, sometimes you
took it out of your pants, and it just wasn't happening. Yeah, it's all good, bro. I
wouldn't say, by the way, was it not Blood Omen 2, wasn't it?
No, it's not Blood
Omen.
No,
it wasn't Blood Omen.
I'm stuck on this shit, dude. Like, I know it was original Xbox. I know it was very, very shitty. And everyone hated it, and it had bad reviews, but I was playing the fuck out of it. Because I figured out ways to break the game. Like, I figured out ways to break shit in it to make it playable.
I
And
sort
then
of
I was,
remember the year around when it came out.
oh man, I have no idea. I
Yeah.
just know it was for the original Xbox. And I remember, I figured, I mean, I'm pretty sure, what if it was 360 and I'm a fucking idiot? I'm pretty sure it was original Xbox. I feel like it was original Xbox. Maybe it was, no, it wasn't it could have been 360. Hold on. Maybe it was 360 and I'm just retarded. Hold on a second.
Could have been.
Um, let me see if I can find this shit. It could, no, I don't feel like it was, but go ahead. If you want to drop fucking names, I'm talking like,
The least I can provide is a list of names. I'm trying to go through a list of role-playing games for the original
no,
Xbox,
I don't
and I'm
think,
looking at the worst ones, the worst rated ones. I got here Gauntlet Seven Sorrows, for example, which
that's not it. I
is
played that, but no.
61. No.
No, not Gauntlet. I know the Gauntlet games.
Ark's Fatherlix, but it wasn't a bad one, though.
No.
Dungeons and Dragons Heroes.
No D. I would have remembered if it was D&D.
No official thing, like, yeah.
Yeah.
Blackstone Magic and Steel, that doesn't even look like an RPG.
Found it. It was fucking 360. I found it. Oh, shit. I fucking found it. This game is so bad. Okay, it was 360. My apologies. My apologies.
Yeah, it happens.
All right, here. Let me send you. Hold on. Let me see here. X. Here. Let me actually. I'll switch over to. Let me see if I can switch over to. Oh my god, it's so bad. It was such a bad game.
What's the name?
Two Worlds. It's so
I'm
fucking
gonna look
bad.
it up. I don't even know if. Unfortunately, I didn't delve much into
Xbox
RPGs
360, Two Worlds. Two Worlds, man. This game was considered to be a fucking travesty.
Oh, I mean, it looks bad from the cover. Yeah, I believe you.
Oh yeah, it was a travesty when it came to like functionality. Like the main complaint was like, wow, this game would have been really cool if it worked. It had so many problems. It was unbelievable. Like it was one of those like overly ambitious games.
Yeah, I get what you mean. It definitely looks like an Oblivion wannabe game.
Yeah, it was an overly ambitious game. Like
yeah.
it was a game that like thought, hey, we're gonna make this game. Like it felt like a game that somebody decided, we can do whatever we want. Oh, the world's our oyster, and then they decided, fuck it, we're gonna do it, and then they made it, and they're like, oh shit, this doesn't work. Like, what's funny is the collector's edition for the game actually came with a tabletop RPG book.
Was it actually good?
I never bothered. I was so stuck on the fucking. It came with a map. It came with a tabletop RPG.
See, that's the kind of collectors I like. The one that let's say,
I probably still have it.
Statues, fuck the treats. Here's a full game with it.
Yeah. Like I think I still have it like piled somewhere. Like I have a pile of fucking old video game shit. But I remember, Two Worlds.
This game.
Xbox 360. Oh man, I played this shit so fucking much, and there was a sequel that I don't think ever came out in the States.
Mm-hmm.
But man, it was like one of those really ambitious games that went nowhere. It just went.
This game
nowhere.
looks like Morrowind if Todd Howard had.
That's what I'm saying. It was like it's like a Morrowind game. Watch, go on YouTube, look at some fucking videos. That shit's just fucking amazing.
Yeah, I'm looking for it. I'm looking at it. Oh, there's an Italian version.
There's a lot of versions. Here we go. Long playful. Oh, dude, it had so many problems.
It had dialogues, like it had full-on dialogues.
Somebody did like
videos today, and none of them worked out.
I like this. I don't even know who made this. Here, I don't know who this YouTuber was that made this shit.
Oh my god, this is dull.
Oh, you have the Two Worlds Collectors, BB? Oh, you have it with the tabletop, BB. One of my viewers actually has this shit. Look at this shit. Yeah, I put the
Nice.
YouTube video that it made me laugh just because of the fucking title. It
Dude,
says
when was this
Two Worlds
made?
2021. It said Two Worlds was a game. Now we shall remember that game. That's all it
So when
says.
did it come out? Was it like
2007. 2007.
2007? So I could reliably tell you played Draken from 6 years prior. You're like on a is it like a generation, but as if Draken was actually came later, basically, which is not the case, but just to prove the point.
Here,
Oh
I
my
put
god,
a
I'm
link
looking
for the
videos
video.
of it right now, and it's so. Oh my god.
It was awesome. It was so like it was like what made it so good was like my schizoid ass brain was able to see past all the practical problems and just see like I was like holy shit, somebody was so grandiose, like some team was so grandiose. They thought, oh, we're gonna create the greatest fucking RPG. We're gonna fucking make Morrowind look like shit. And then they made this.
Yeah.
Dude, it was you want to know one of the reasons it was hated, this game, when it came out? It was so hard, dude. It was so hard, and you had to grind so much.
And looks just figuring out the controls was hard.
Oh yeah, the controllers are a fucking mess because it was like playing a PC game on your Xbox. And then
I'm seeing the guy here on the video just trying to fireball. Fireballs at a goblin, and he's missing. Although he has like the lock on the guy.
Yeah, dude,
still missing.
It was the worst, dude. I had to like figure out a million fucking things just to like. Oh man, I feel like I have to switch over. Hold on. I got on stream, couldn't play it for. I got it on Steam, couldn't play it because it crashed.
To be fair though, that's the usual experience when you buy a game on Steam that's pre 2010.
Oh yeah, you're gonna.
That's every game on Steam that is prior to 2010. It's either an emulated game or it crashes because PCs nowadays.
Hold on. Let me switch.
Because Windows XP was too good, and Bill Gates couldn't let us have it.
Way too good. All right, hold on. Let me switch over to like. Is this gonna show? Hold on. Let me see if I can switch over to this. There we go. All right, cool. I can switch over to like us, like the video I'm watching here. Although they can't see who's talking, but whatever. It's fine. Yeah.
The main features that can hear us.
The chest hair. Yeah, I'm like streaming right now video. These guys with the chest hair. Oh, they had high rendered chest hair for sure.
Just fighting wolves at 2 frames a
nice.
second.
I love it. This guy
takes me back to Talker Race Driver
too. This guy says you're fighting wolves at 2 frames a second.
Just perfection, absolute perfection, and more wolves. Just what I wanted. Who needs?
Dude, it was nothing but grinding. You were just killing boars and wolves for like fucking 5 hours so you can level up once.
That yellow light bulb that you have at the center of the screen is supposed to be the reticle?
Yeah. It's so bad.
Is it a light bulb?
Dude, it was so bad. This game was so bad. Like you could tell, dude, you can tell that this game was trying to be like Skyrim when it came out.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean,
like
I
it was
see
trying to be. Skyrim.
It's definitely bad, but
you could see the ambition.
But I can point out
the ambition here, like it's essentially paradise, Like they wanted to be Skyrim.
Yeah. I can point at recent games and say, oh, they don't really improve much
from what you're seeing
from this point.
No, this was ahead of its
They're
time.
actually getting back state.
2007.
So I'm wondering.
Those water, look at the water effects are solid, man. They had some solid water in there.
Yeah.
All the slow.
Yeah, I mean, some aspects of it look legitimately nice for the time. So here I'm wondering, will it come to a time when I'm so disappointed in gaming that I'll go back to these and say, oh, these were the good times, when games actually sort of worked?
is this
Because
what it's
we're getting there. I
It
feel.
was like full of
That maybe
janky
because
quick
we're spawned
saves.
constantly. Could you not give me something more fun, maybe? I am so sick of
Like
worlds.
yeah,
I'm
the
so
game would
sick of
just
worlds.
throw
Come on,
at you
this
like
guy. Oh, is he
non-stop,
climbing through the boulder now?
like
More
just
wool. Have to go.
fodder
Okay, well I can't
to
go.
level
There's nothing
up,
I can do.
and then you
I
had to
have to run through
constantly
walls.
run
How pathetic
away,
is that sound? I think
heal,
I can
go
level
to
up.
like
There's leveling up
places
stuff
to
on my
save,
health.
heal, go
Health,
back,
yeah,
level
dex. Oh
up
shit, why not
one
dex?
skill after
More
like
health.
3 or 4
More horse. Why
hours of
not? I want to ride a
grinding.
horse. That sounds cool. More
It
health.
was
Not
it
restore. Yeah,
was
brilliant.
And
Excellent
amazing,
music.
and I
uh,
spent.
it looks like a much shittier version of
Doesn't that sound cool?
Oh,
Valheim,
that's a good one.
Yeah, listen to
and
it.
that already has a low
Walls.
premise. So
There's
yeah,
just walls and
maybe
walls.
this was a beta
Walls.
version of Valheim.
Now I can
Maybe
see
if we delve into it,
more
we
walls.
discover the same guys. Maybe
Yeah,
Now
I
there's
wouldn't
a
be
little
surprised.
but
sea
this
of
game,
walls.
man,
It never
I
stops.
had it on
Two
my
worlds.
360.
Sport. Is there any
I
fun here?
spent
Is there
more
anything
time
here at all?
playing
Come on,
this
lads, give me
than
something. I
Oblivion,
need some entertainment. You know,
and I
my
played a lot of
heartbeat for what
Yeah.
Oblivion,
liked my
but
amazing video game
I
Joker in
played more
Oblivion.
Two Worlds
It didn't get enough
than
likes,
Oblivion.
and I feel very ashamed. Hello, Tad Nuckin. Can I talk to you?
So
Yeah,
trash.
yeah.
Look how trash it looks.
Yeah,
Can you
look,
see
I
why I
just want
thought
a
it was on
drink.
original
Just drink then.
Xbox?
What do you have? Anything good? No.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like it would be from the time. This is so low par for
For a
for the
360?
360. Yeah, that I'm wondering if it's not just an upscale. Maybe
No,
they upscale the
it
original
was
version, like it's
no,
a
no, it's not
remastered
an
one.
upscale.
But
It was they were trying to like trade volume and complexity for
Can't have those friends if you don't have any
visuals.
friends.
Right. So they were like thinking, okay, we're gonna
yeah,
make a game that's so vast and huge and complex and fleshed out that we don't need Oblivion's graphics.
I want to do that.
I can see that, but I'm going out on a limb to say that they probably thought they could have it for the original Xbox. It's just it took so much time to develop. They ended up having to release it for the 360. And in the process, they probably screwed up the controls as well, because
All the
that's what
controls are
happens.
terrible.
Agitate my mind further to just,
I mean, it comes to mind Duke Nukem Forever. The game took like 11 years to come out. It was so barren when it finally happened, because they had to change it so much. They couldn't even hold it together.
Ah, beautiful. Oh, this game's so beautiful to look at.
Eventually, we'll be dust. But the
Oh,
gold
this game's so beautiful to look at.
Does the game ever give you anything else than a stick to fight? What point
Nah,
do you
bro.
upgrade?
Oh my god. I just had one of my watchers just send me a picture of their Two Worlds. Well, this is Two Worlds 2. Holy shit. You had the Two Worlds 2. I was talking about Two Worlds 1. This is Two Worlds 2.
So the sequel did come out.
Yeah, there was a sequel. And it was just as shit.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Two Worlds 2 came out. It didn't have titties on the cover. That's for sure. I
Bummer.
think they said they had titties. Definitely have titties, but it did have like some kind of like 80s style hot chick being like like hand shouldered by like some warlock. And then it had the main character.
Oh wait,
looking like
I've seen that cover.
Oh, the one I'm looking at right now.
Yeah, could it possibly be? Let me. I've seen it recently, and that means you mentioned it's on PC too, right?
Yeah, it was. I mean, it should have made it to Steam. It was South Peak Games, so. Oh my god! Thanks for helping me cheer up with garbage.
I didn't do much. I just brought out. I mean, you just asked this question and I answered. So I'm glad I did cheer you up. So
No, yeah, you accidentally did it because it
Fine.
pulled me out of the void with nonsense.
Yeah.
Just
It's fine to
stupid
find
nonsense.
someone which I can do that with minimum effort. It always sounds like I'm never apt for the task when somebody needs
No.
a bit of consolation.
You'd be surprised how easy it is to pull a schizoid out of a shithole with just nonsense.
Oh, I know that for myself.
Stupid
It's not so often I find myself in the situation.
Stupid.
Dealing with usual people, I'm not really up to the task most of the time. So it's surprising and I mean,
nostalgia takes me a long way.
Have I seen that
nostalgia
cover?
nonsense.
Oh, Lost Odyssey. That's a good one.
Oh god, you know
That's a good game, Lost Odyssey,
okay.
that I couldn't bring myself to play because of
No,
its
that's a good Xbox
difficulty.
360 game, and
Yeah, that's a good one, but the difficulty just
made it awesome.
yeah, but probably in a moment where I wasn't ready to play RPGs.
Oh, that's true.
It
Yeah,
just,
that's definitely not an
yeah,
RPG you want to start with.
it just threw me out of the loop. My
no,
sister's actually been enjoying it way more than I did.
No, my jam, one of my jams for Xbox 360 was Sacred 3.
Played some of that.
Yeah, dude. I mean, it had one of my favorite bands in it, so like, I'm not gonna. It had
Well,
Blind
isn't
Blind
that
Guardian.
the one that has a quest
Has
specifically
Blind
to
Guardian.
find the pieces for the
Blind Guardian, bro.
Yeah.
German band Blind Guardian. Hell yeah, dude. They had a song that was like a single for the fucking game called Sacred. Like, it's fucking ridiculous. It's so good.
Don't make that shit up. Yeah.
Sacred Places or Sacred, I forgot, I don't remember, it was Sacred something, and it was like the title track for the fucking game.
Yeah.
So good. Ah, Sacred 3. Ridiculous game.
Man, I should have played more RPGs during the 360
Oh, there were
era.
so many. Like, want to know another 3? Dude, I used to play a lot of Xbox 360 piles of shit. Like, I'm talking piles of shit. And
yeah, but I mean, I bought the 360 in 2012, so I was late by that time, and I played it mainly for Halo 4. So I was so much into FPSs back then
you want to know a big pile of shit for that I loved on the Xbox 360, and I played with a gamer, like somebody that, like, you know, at the time was like, you know, playing games with me. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, it's The Cursed Crusade. It was an Atlas title, because I'm an Atlas fanboy, so I would like buy Atlas titles fucking all the time. Like, anything that said Atlas on it, I was trying to buy, right? And you know, I was going back and buying games for GBA and all kinds of shit. But they had a game called Cursed Crusade for the Xbox 360. Oh my god, it was so ridiculous. It was fucking ridiculous. Let me see if I can find it here, so people can see video of it. It's it was like an action adventure game, sort of. Oh man, I don't even know how to describe it, but like, what was fun about it is you could do 2 players, and it was really difficult and busted. And you would play between the thief guy and the crusader, and you could turn into like a demon, and it looked like shit, and like the game looked like shit. People play it ironically now. Let's see here. Here we go.
I can buy it on Amazon.
Oh yeah, dude, totally cheap. Like, it's so fucking garbage. I love it.
Well, cheap I wouldn't say. It's like $25.
Oh wow, that's not that long ago. It was only like $10.
That's the United Kingdom shop.
Dude. It was
maybe that's why.
So the game was basically like, you played with, it was a crusader and a thief, right? And the crusader was all downtrodden, and then he gets possessed by a demon, and then like the thief guy gets like demon possessed too, but then they end up working together. And I think he's like an NPC most of the time, but if you do 2 players, you could actually play through the entire campaign together. And it was so much fun. It was such a bro game, like because it was just literally you and one other bro could play through the whole campaign, you know. And like,
that's probably my favorite kind of game.
Oh hell yeah, that's great. But it's like a single player game that you can play with someone else, you know.
Yeah.
And yeah, like right now I'm looking at footage of when you're like pushing forward the you're sieging, and you have to like work together to make sure like that you're pushing the pram or whatever the fuck it is together while you're trying to siege. Like, because there's a whole sieging, like it's a bunch of mini games, like
barricading.
Yeah. So then, you know, you make it, like, it takes forever, and you make it into the fucking fortress, and then you had to like fight. You could do combos. There was execution, so like if you got the enemy low enough, you could do like fatalities. But what made it so cool is that you could do like okay, if you were just fighting one guy by yourself, you could just like fatalities, right? And the thief and the crusader would have their own kind of weapons and their own fatalities. But if you guys were adjacent to each other, you could do like dual fatalities on enemies.
Ooh.
So you could actually like hit the button at the same time, and then it would do like this little quick animation of you guys like the thief gutting him and you beheading him at the same time. So you could have like just bro fatalities.
Nice.
It was such a like I love I've always had a love for overly ambitious games that play like shit. Like
I remember it makes me think of the Lord of the Rings, the Return of the King for PlayStation 2.
That was a great
You could
game.
play that co-op.
Oh, great game.
Yeah.
Great game.
Yeah, it was definitely a better game, but still, it doesn't age that
it
well.
doesn't.
But the fact that you could play together through the whole thing
that's what
was
made it
actually
fun,
nice.
dude.
Yeah, it was kind of bumped down because the first game, the Two Towers,
shit.
didn't have that feature. So I was stuck watching my brother at the time.
That other game that came out after it, which was the action RPG that was on the 360, I think.
Oh, the Third Age.
Oh, that was an amazing fucking game to play with somebody.
Was it like the one that felt like Final Fantasy, basically?
It was like it was like Final Fantasy, but like you could actually do multiplayer.
Like turn-based.
Yeah, that was a fun.
No, I don't know about that.
Well, I used to play, dude. I didn't mind playing turn-based with like one other player. Like, I played through the PS1 version of Final Fantasy 3/6, where you could actually play that 2 players. Where it would be 1 player when you were walking around and doing the normal stuff, but like whenever it was combat, you could actually assign a second player to control some of the units.
Actually, no. Actually, I got the wrong one because the one I was talking about was for the original Xbox.
Oh.
So when you see multiplayer, you mean cooperative?
No, like it would be basically like you'd be playing Final Fantasy 3/6, and then like you would have to go to the setup, and you would say, okay, these 2 bottom characters are controlled by this controller, and these top 2 characters are controlled by this controller. And then so that whenever you would get into a fight or a boss fight or anything, if you're with a buddy, they would actually have to make the the selections for those 2 units, and you couldn't. And so you would actually have to do the fights together. So like you could fuck around with each other by like defending or throwing items that were useless just to troll each other, like while trying to play.
That would have been good. Yeah.
Shit like that, or like just like they'd be annoyed with you or something, and so they would just like fucking throw an elixir on you when you were full health, like just like shit like that, and it would waste your own inventory. Dumb stuff.
Man, I wish they did more stuff like that today.
Oh yeah, it was great, but this one was great for that reason. Because right now the video I'm watching, he's like playing it single player, but the problem, what made it funny, I'll be straight up. One of the reasons the game was such a failure was because the AI for your partner, right, was shit. Was complete dog shit.
Yeah.
So the game was only like really truly playable with one other person controlling the other, and then it would split screen it. So it really made it hard, right? Imagine trying to split screen a game like this. So you had to split screen it, and that's the only way we would have a partner that could actually function. Otherwise,
yeah, kind of like that thing.
Oh yeah. See how like they're fighting right now. See, the other guy would be on the split screen fighting the other. Dude. But it's getting pummeled because the AI is so shit. So like you wouldn't be able to fight right, and so you would lose because your fucking partner would get fucked because the fucking computer sucked. It's just so funny. So yeah, we had to play through this whole fucking game like this. I like how it's a full game through. It's a 7-hour game, not bad considering. I mean, it's a full.
Yeah, not that bad.
No, it's pretty.
I mean, that depends on how many sections like that barricade one are there, because.
Oh yeah, no, there's a
that
few.
Was,
there's
that
not
was
that many.
just like 10% of the game.
Oh no, it wasn't
How
that
much
bad. It wasn't that bad.
took.
But like, what made it cool is that like even when you were playing split screen, it was like the era of what do they call that shit? Like that God of War shit. The time. What was it? The era of time. There's a word for it. Time action time, right? Events or something.
Action time. Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Yeah.
that shit was
quick
really
time events.
Quick time events. Yeah, that was really popular still in the 360. This game was full of quick time events. But like but what was cool is that like you would be doing split screen quick time events. Right, so it would be like so crazy because like
okay, so
yeah, so like
some coordination required.
So what would be crazy is you're on the left side, right? No, but this is what made it crazy is you'd be on the left side doing like what's the word, like real-time combat, right? Oh, here we go. This is what I meant.
Yeah.
So you'd be on the,
yeah, you got a quick.
Yeah. So you'd be doing a quick time event on one side. So you'd be like seeing the animation of a quick time event on the right while you're still trying to do real time fighting on the left. It would be like the weirdest shit. But right here, see, this is what sucked is that usually with the AI, it was kind of more difficult to land these. But with a friend, you could do shit like this more often because you can position yourselves. But here's an example of a fatality or whatever in which one person was doing the quick time event and then the other person locked in with their quick time event. All right, watch. Here we go. So they're in it, right? Watch. So that guy, see, he holds them, and then you can do a duel. He can hold them. Oh wait, that time it didn't quite work. But there's certain ones where like you can actually like do them together.
Yeah, I get the gist of it. Yeah.
Yeah, but there are times where like one player can hold one guy. It was kind of cowardly, but like. Which made it hilarious. One of you guys can like beat down. You. Yeah, one dude can beat down. Like you can beat down one dude and then like grapple him, and then your buddy can run up and just start stabbing him in the face, like with fatality. It's quick time. It's so funny, dude.
Yeah,
and then it even had ranged attacks. Oh no, you're good. It's so absurd.
Getting a phone call. Hold on a second.
No, you're good, man. I don't care. I'm just looking at nonsense bullshit right now. Oh, so fun. So stupid. What a stupid game. Just headshotting fools, no problem. With a fucking arrow, the arm flies off. Look at this shit. The guy's arm flies off, dude. The guy's arm just flies off with an arrow. It pops off like he's a fucking Mr. Potato Head.
I'm back.
Did you see that right now? The guy's arm.
Yeah. I was listening. Yeah, I was watching.
Mr. Potato Head arm just comes off with a fucking arrow. Here we go. The
aiming was actually
no. This is what was stupid. This would happen all the time with the AI, right? Like they would hold it, and you could get a fatality or something, but then like it would fucking be at the wrong angle. So like he would just end up hitting him some more. And there was like a combo meter. Here we go. See, like he's holding him. You have to. There we go.
Yep.
There we go. All right. Yeah, it was so stupid.
I mean,
so fun.
Being not that good, the animation is actually quite.
Oh yeah, nice. It was great, and you could switch shields and weapons as you played, right? So like depending on the
Hmm.
weapon you had, it would change like your speed of attacks, but it would also change
Right.
the fatalities and stuff and the
Yeah.
defense. So you could like kill guys and then like switch your dual wielding weapons or your shield out. So like you could go from dual wielding to like shield too.
Hmm.
Like it was so ridiculous. It dual wielding made you faster but lower defense. And then obviously with shield higher defense and lower
Much lower,
offense, yeah.
which is not really a thing.
No, it's not. But in this game
I mean,
it
for
was.
gameplay purposes, it's the same reason why slugs from shotguns disappear after a certain range. In real
Yeah.
life, you can actually snipe people with shotguns. And
Yeah, that's how it works, man. That's how it
Yeah.
works.
you gotta be fair. It's a game.
Yeah, that's a game, dude. Somehow having two swords makes you more offensive, which is so absurd.
And you gotta
As
channel that samurai spirit, right?
no, it's just so funny because
That
like
Musashi
you can-
Miyamoto.
you can be like twice as aggressive with the shield, like a tower shield, than,
Yeah,
than
you
with
got
two swords.
It's double the attack, right? That's how shit works.
Dude, look at this shit. Look at this shit right here. This is my great. How many people are actually watching this shit right now? I am not even looking. Can you
Maybe they
tell me?
just went away.
Huh?
Maybe they all went away.
No. What does it say?
I don't know, actually.
I'm curious now.
Let me pull that up.
I don't care.
Actually, shrink the screen. I have so many tabs open. It says 11.
Oh, okay. Well, they're
in
watching.
my-
All right, check this out. So, what made it? This is what made this game so great. Look, okay. So, what made it so fun is that when you would, at the end of each stage, right, you would get victory points and blah blah blah, and that would go toward your XP and all kinds of shit, right? But what was fun is that they added a competitive aspect to it. So, and you can do things like purify with your crucifix. It's like this whole thing, and there was like secret things you could find, whatever, like little extra treasures. But point is at the end.
Collectibles?
Yeah, there's but collectibles, yeah. But what's cool is that, like, see right here, look, see how it says Dens de Bail and Esteban Noviembre?
Mhm.
So when you play with another friend, it would actually say it would give you stats for each person. So right here, it's the single player, so it's not doing both. But it would give you stats and a grade for each person. So it gave the game replayable value. Because you could replay it to try to like beat each other in each level, and then like whenever he would beat, like if you would beat the other person, you would get more XP and more shit than the other guy.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah. So like, and so then you would use all that. Look at all this. Uses the XP to expand upon specific types of combos associated to a weapon type and then passives as well. So you could do a build for your guy and then put all your like skill points into a specific type of fighting. So what made it so much fun is that like you guys could both be like, okay, like I didn't get too much of an opportunity to do this, but I know some people that did. They'd be like, okay, even if they beat the game already, right? Like the 7 hours, they'd be like, all right, we're going to do a run where both of us are going to just focus on dual wielding, like no shielding.
Okay.
So we're
And see who does better.
Yeah, see who does better. Like, let's see who does better just dual wielding or shield and sword or mace and sword, right? Like, so you did dual wielding mace and dual wielding sword, it would be different, right?
Mhm.
So, and you'd fuck around like that.
Stone will be mine, and I will go down in history as the conqueror who claimed it.
I love overly ambitious games that don't end up going great. I respect them so much.
I guess I haven't tried it, but seeing it doesn't even look like a bad game. It legit looks like one of the good ones.
No, it's a
I'm
great
surprised.
no, but the problem with it is that like, okay, this is the problem with this game. It has a lot of cool concepts, great ideas, super ambitious. The controls and the hit boxes and the like all the practical dynamics of it are not good. Like, not, so part of the skill of the game was to acclimate to how shitty it was.
They're going to take everything.
Yeah, get it.
You know what I'm saying?
the
That was
problem,
part
and-
of no, but that was part of the skill set of the game. Like if you and a friend were able to play it, like and had
I mean,
like a
yeah,
cult appreciation for it, like a niche appreciation for it, you would have to get good at all the flaws of the game.
Don't worry. Give them a head start.
I mean, I could try to find it. Maybe I can
Oh,
find
so good.
an old ass DVD for it,
I
and I can put it up on my Xbox One because me and my sister we do like to delve into these kind of games.
oh yeah, you should play some shitty games like this. This is a great like.
I mean, not
bro-
necessarily shitty, but those who focus on
Yeah, but
gold.
you no, of course, but you can definitely tell this would be a good game for 2 players,
Mm.
right?
Yeah, I mean, when you have somebody else you
That can
to
consistently
you
play.
sorta-
You have to, this is a like see you can transform. See like so what made it fun is you could have energy and you could go demon form and it would actually change the environment. Look at that.
That's neat.
Right, and then if you went into demon form, it would actually give you access to certain little like you can find sometimes like collectibles.
The guard captain of
Mhm.
Sarah's elite. In the name of the king of Croatia.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely play shitty games with my sister that have that similar connotation. Like, there's a lot in it. For example, do you know Earth Defense Force?
Oh hell yes!
That's another one.
Hell yes!
That's bad on purpose.
Earth
That's
Defense
made
Force
bad
was
on purpose.
that was made bad on purpose. Are you sure that wasn't just an overly ambitious game that was trying to do something cool?
No. That's actually because it was such an indie game back then when it first came out that they kept the style because that's an integral part of the storytelling. It's that it looks shitty.
So
the physics
shitty.
is all over the place, and
Oh,
the controls are awful. Like, have you ever tried? I don't know if
it
you've
was so
tried
bad.
piloting a vehicle, any vehicle in
No,
that
yeah,
game.
of course.
It's
It's so
so
bad.
RNG.
It's up there with Oh no, yeah, it's art. No, I can't think of too many games, but yeah, that game is amazing. Like I'm just killing ants and bugs and shit. It
Yeah.
felt like it was
Yeah,
trying to be like some like weird Starship Troopers video game.
Basically, yes, but in a 60s kind of
Yeah, weird
there's
like
there's
Fallout,
the,
late
alien
50s
design, yeah.
is alien like
Yeah.
future like 1960s vision of the future fighting bugs would look like.
Yeah. But the humans are straight out of Gundam, basically.
Oh,
with the
yeah.
technology they have, and it's so stupid. Playing it by yourself, it's nowhere near the same amount of fun you would have with somebody else. But I played it almost to the end with my sister. We have a blast every time. It's just so freaking fun, for no particular reason, because it's just shoot insects to the moon. Basically, you get so many overpowered weapons you can do shit
no,
with.
yeah. But it was still not
And-
easy.
If you depending on the difficulty you
Oh, yeah.
set, it can
You
get
hope-
easier. But yeah,
You know
you
when
still
you
get
get into a game,
overwhelmed
you
by
play
insects. You
the
can still lose even at the easier difficulties, and it scales with which difficulty you choose. You get better weapons. So if you go too hard, you'll get weapons that scale to that difficulty. And the harder the difficulty, the crazier the weapons you get. But still, most of them are barely controllable. Have side effects, which are mainly the area of explosion that most of them cause,
Yep.
which end up backfiring basically.
Oh, so good.
Yeah.
I
but you
miss
play
game. I
through and
miss
it's
games
a
like this,
blast.
man. I miss playing games like that. Was just. I miss playing games that were so like this that like and kind of bad. That part of the gameplay was to adapt to like all the flaws.
Yeah.
Like
That was most games in the early 2000s. And they legitimately have bad controls, but you would adapt to them. I find myself getting back to older games and saying to me, well, how did I even manage to feel natural at this?
right.
Like Draken being one of those examples. In Draken, you have like tank movements for a character on legs.
I know.
It's just like stupid as shit. Nobody
I
understands
know,
why.
bro.
It wasn't mandated by the time because you could get better controls for it. But it's just the way it controls, and it gets like a week to get good at it, but once you adapt to it, it actually becomes good.
Here we go. I just remembered something terrible. All right, give me 1 second because I gotta end this stream. I'm tired. But
Yeah.
no, here I just remembered something awful. For
It is awful.
PS2. Somebody just said, what did they say? Anthony said the game playing perfectly would ruin it. Yeah, no, I mean at the time, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, here, real quick.
Maybe.
Let me see if I can even fucking find it, dude. There was this game, okay, because I grew up playing stuff like on the PS2. I grew up playing stuff like good games, like Baldur's Gate 2, Dark Alliance, like right, like great fucking PS2 games, or PC games as well. There was this fucking weird vampire game that I played a lot of, and it sucked, and it was like a shitty version of that kind of game. Hold on, let me see if I can. Oh, dude. Oh, here it is. Oh my god, dude. I kid you not. Like I fucking rented this shit so many times just to beat it. It was a game called Dark Angel Vampire Apocalypse. It was so bad. Here, let me look it up right here. Dark Angel Vampire Apocalypse. What's funny is that for even the Zoomers watching, they probably find it amusing, right? That we even played shit like this. Like and look.
They should honestly.
Like this was. See here.
I mean, I talk about DOS games, but I wasn't really born in the DOS era. I mean, at the tail end of it, and I still got to enjoy it. So dude, I encourage everyone to do some retro gaming every once in a while.
No, for sure.
There's some good games.
Oh man, this is 720. This is as good as it gets. Holy shit, this looks like terrible. Hold on, let me see if I can find.
I mean, it's an old ass game. Do you really expect better quality?
Let me see if I can find like a better quality video.
I don't think there's any quality in which that would look.
No, this is already looking better. This is way better already.
Well, this is with an emulator, so yeah, of course.
Man, that's true.
Yeah, that.
Oh,
so much.
Yeah, this was. Look at this fucking game. So you play.
So what's the bad part about this?
Oh, dude, it was just look how janky it is. It was so janky. It had so many control issues.
I could say it's janky, but you wouldn't believe how many games today just don't bother, and end up looking like this.
So it basically played like some fucked up, janky Dark Alliance RPG, action RPG. Mm-hmm. But look how she shoots. Like it's just. She's firing her like pistol like a machine gun. So like
that's not a machine gun.
No, it's a pistol.
It's just that good.
So basically, okay, think about it like this. It was a video game where like somebody thought, okay, it's like they tried to make a full game out of one type of class or character, right? Because you can't even customize her almost at all. But
so
it's
you're
like,
forced with this. I thought
this is your class, bro. Like,
oh, okay, okay.
Play the whole game like this. and what was funny about it is that it's kind of like what someone during the PS2 era imagined the demon hunter in Diablo 3 would be like.
It's Diablo 3, but you can only play Demon Hunter.
Yeah, it's like Diablo 3 Demon Hunter with like almost Diablo 2 graphics, like just a little bit above that.
Nice.
It's so bad, dude.
I mean, probably it was a guy that said, "I like Diablo, but only the Demon Hunter part."
But there was
I might make a game about that.
There was no Demon Hunter yet, so there was no Demon Hunter in Diablo 2.
Oh, so this was the inspiration.
Yeah, because
somebody
look how she fights. Look how she fights. Like, so this was like action RPG, where like for whatever reason you had to use a sword on one hand and a gun on the other, and then magic spells and items.
This makes me think about an old ass game for PC, which is called Alien Shooter. You can still find it on Steam. And it's been ported everywhere that is a phone, basically, because it's such a stupid and old game. And that's basically the same concept. You have to weigh off hordes of aliens in a lab, and you have a roster of weapons you can use, but most of them just work without recharging. Basically, you just have dump a whole magazine of 1,000 bullets without recharging, and it
That's
feels like
so
this
good.
basically.
Like they're out of bullets, so they have to just keep swiping. And then when you would level up, you wouldn't even get to choose what like the attributes. It would just automatically increase. It was so bad. It
Oh,
was
dude.
such a shitty game. And it required hours of just grinding. It was so bad.
This makes Alien Shooter look like a good game actually,
Oh,
because
that's-
that at least has
oh,
some semblance of progression. I know. Try to look that up.
Alien
See what I mean?
Shooter.
Alien Shooter. That's a stupid game, which I thought was way cooler than it actually is. Back then when I played it, I think my mom got it with the magazine, like a PC game magazine. So it was bundled with it. That's how
Alien
bad it was.
Shooter.
Alien Shooter. See if you can find something about that.
That sounds familiar. Galaxy? No. What was it? RPG?
No.
It was an
Alien
action RPG?
Yeah, it wasn't barely an action game. There you got it. Speed that speed run. Yeah, there it is.
Oh, this looks fun.
Yeah, it is fun, but by no means a well thought game. It's just it's a phone game, you'd say today, but this actually came to the PC first
Oh, so
in the early 2000s. So
it would basically it's just like playing Smash TV or something.
basically, yeah, just
You know-
shoot
you-
aliens.
You know Smash
complete the
TV,
level.
right? Smash TV.
Right.
No?
Smash TV. I don't know. What is it an American thing?
Oh no, Smash TV, bro.
Maybe I got a
Hold on. I'm
problem.
gonna play this for like a second. I gotta grab another beer. Hold on.
Alright. Smash TV. There is a significant divide, and not only geographical but cultural. So I know what it was. Oh, it's an actual video game. Yeah, and by the looks of it, it could be Smash TV. And yeah, straight up looked like it. Basically, you could actually spend points into this game to get some sort of progression.
Alright, I'm back.
There you go.
Oh man. It's funny. Hey dude, if you ever want to jump on the live stream and just talk video game bullshit, you're more than welcome.
Yeah,
you
I'm
know
down.
you know what's up with these old ass shitty games. Alright, so no, Smash TV, bro. Let me show you something.
Yeah, I've been looking some images of that. That definitely looks like a good comparison. Although Smash TV seems like it could be co-op game as well.
Yeah. Oh, okay. You jumped ahead of me, didn't you? Alright.
Well,
There was
in
an
the meantime,
well,
look at
yeah, it was a
pictures
good
of it.
co-op game. It was a arcade game.
Hmm.
This was the arcade
Uh-huh.
version, and you could play together. But what made it so funny because the whole game was like and then there was the Nintendo or Super Nintendo version, Sega Genesis, That was like
There are a lot. I've seen a fair number of games that mimic this mechanic on Steam.
yep, yep,
I
yep, yep.
probably were inspired from this.
Oh yeah, this was one of the originals, man.
Kind
Oh,
of, yeah.
what made the Smash TV so hilarious was the plot, which is literally like you're just killing and maiming people to win. Like it was just a consumerism game. Like the whole game was just a commentary on consumerism. Cause like you're just like killing people, and then the pickups and the stuff that give you points are shit like new TV, new VCR, shit like that. Like look, like he's like killing. He's just like look how he's just murdering all these prisoners, right? Like
Other
cause
prisoners.
I think they're prisoners or something like that. But they're like he's just murdering all these guys that are like their job is like, hey, you wanna be let out of prison or some shit? You gotta kill this guy with a fucking bat while he has fucking OP weapons, and then and a barrier, and
I got an image here
yeah,
of the back of the game, so it tells something about
Something
it
like
tells the
that.
plot basically.
It's
So
like a-
it says
yeah.
the year is 1999. The setting is a futuristic game show. So it's a game show that is
Yeah, it's a game
dominating the
show.
ratings, where contestants compete not just for cash and prizes, but also for their survival. So is this Squid Game basically?
Well, yeah, but like I think I remember correctly. All the people getting killed in it are like prisoners. Cause like right here, like you can see.
Before a live
It's
studio
more-
audience. Oh, it's before a live studio audience.
Yeah,
too.
look right here. This is what made it so meta. This is what made it so meta. Like between each stage, right? Look at this shit. Like you see all the workers. Look at all the fucking guys up there running the ship. They're running they're running the recording, they're running the fucking like the rooms. See?
Yeah.
Isn't that cool? And then you had this announcer, yeah.
Yeah, basically. So it's a game show, and these guys are fighting for their lives just to
But
get
they're
points and
volunteers.
prizes.
Yeah, points and
Yeah.
prizes. So they're like and the dudes that they're murdering are just like prisoners and all kinds of mutants and shit. They were
Yeah.
manufactured for the fucking purposes of this game show that basically
God.
it's like a world in which like this game show is like their entire economy. And so like it's
So it's sort of a Squid Game meets Hunger Games meets Battle Royale meets
remember well this is older but like Running Man. Running
Yeah.
Man's a older one.
I was looking at that.
Running Man and no, actually a better comparison is the game that was inspired. Like the game that inspired was an old Arnold. I think it's Running Man. Hold on. Yeah, the Running Man. I think it was with Arnold.
Mhm.
Yeah, see, look, 1987. Right? Have you ever seen the Running Man?
I think I have at least
Yeah.
once.
And
I've seen most of Schwarzenegger's movies.
Yeah,
I
in a
don't like to do it too much.
dystopian America, a falsely convicted policeman gets his shot at freedom when he must forcibly participate in a TV game show where convicts, runners must battle killers for their freedom. So it was like it was like a live
it rings
game
some
show.
bells.
Yeah. It was a live game show where they had to fight convicts and like as if they were like IRL bosses.
You know
They
what?
had
I
to
actually have to watch that again, because it's been so much.
Oh, it's up there with
I've been
like
watching a.
Total Recall sort of nonsense.
Yeah, that shit's the best. But I've been watching many movies from Schwarzenegger a handful of times. I'm gonna try to go down all of them, because there's a surprising amount I still haven't touched on.
This game
not that many, but
this game when it came out was considered to be one of the most violent talked about games
See
at,
why.
at the time. It was, I mean, like yeah, he just blew up a dude with his ribcage hanging out that eventually exploded into somehow another head. Like it's just. Oh, right here, this is so great. Look at this shit. When it would rack up the points, you could tell it was just like a consumerism commentary, right?
Yeah, but it's so good.
Look at this! Look at this
And
toaster bonus! Look at this toaster bonus.
Funny thing is, it's still
Relevant.
trending as a concept. It's
Like
still relevant. Yeah.
Automobile bonus. He just got through killing like countless people. Super VCR bonus.
Back then, when ideas were actually cool.
Like so much cash, bro. You made so much. Look at all that cash you made.
I has to wonder, what does a guy do with all that cash afterwards? Like the mental
No, he seems
anguish of
fine,
going through
bro.
all
He
of that.
seems fine,
It's
bro. Look at
fine.
him. He seems alright.
I don't.
He seems alright. I mean, look, you got to think about it this way. If he's anything like you or me, yeah, he would be just wrecked for the rest of
Yeah,
his existence.
admittedly, so yeah, I guess it grows on you after a while.
But if he's a sociopath, well, he's a psychopath. I'm sure he'd be just fine.
Yeah.
If he's a
The
Patrick
kind of
Bateman, he doesn't mind at
like
all.
us, it's the kind of person that like the first time you kill somebody, oh my god, what have I done? And by the 10th, you're like, yeah.
No, but I'm saying, but a psychopath wouldn't mind even from the first go. Man, like they'd just be fine. Their brains,
I mean, I'd like to think that if I ever killed somebody, it would feel heavy on my conscience, the first time around. But by 10 people, I must be getting something out of it.
No, I mean, yeah, psychopath gets shit out
Apparently,
of
I must murder. Better get that shit good.
I got VCRs, bro. I got fucking all these TVs.
Yeah.
I got all this. It's just so great because on the top left where the score shows up, it just keeps like displaying the random consumer shit they're getting. Like magnificent 2600 inch TV. Like what? Luxurious vacation. Look at this. Like they're like
magnificent at that.
Like just keep. It's so great.
A luxurious vacation.
Like they're just killing people and robots and like there's like whatever. Top quality luggage. And so it was cool because you would actually decide which direction you would go based on the map. And some areas were harder, but they had like way more loot.
No,
and you
by
need
the
to
way,
collect...
it looks like we would make that. This predates like roguelike games, but it would make for a pretty good roguelike too.
Oh yeah, it's absolutely has the elements of a roguelike, especially when you didn't have infinite continues.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Man.
Just non-stop.
If only Nintendo cared. If only Nintendo cared.
Oh yeah, dude. If they brought back Smash TV, it would just be the best, dude. Yeah. Like, just bring back Smash TV as like an indie game, like with like just updated graphics.
Oh, they could totally do it. To be fair, one of the biggest complaints with Nintendo is that they refuse to do something with Cave Story.
Oh,
I've been yearning for a proper sequel to that game, and they're just like, nah, dude, we're just gonna use them as a like insert for minor shit. Yeah. We're not even getting them to Smash Brothers. Fuck them.
I mean, same thing with Shantae.
Yeah.
Shantae's awesome. Shantae
well,
games are great, man.
Shantae has had games recently. That's the thing.
No. I know.
You're right. Never went beyond the first one. They keep remastering it, but it doesn't need remastering. It needs a sequel.
Yeah, but that's probably because if they tried to produce a sequel, it'd probably be a situation in which like everyone would be like, blasphemy, the original creator's not involved. So like, I mean, you know how that turns into a whole fucking mess in and of itself. Like,
I know.
Like, you know what game needs a fucking sequel? Hold on, let me see.
Get them onto Smash. Get Code onto Smash. I only ask for that.
Fuck Smash. I don't even care about
it's a character.
Fuck Smash.
I don't play Smash, but I
don't care, dude. Like,
the people will see the character and say, "Oh, I don't know this character. What's the game about?" And they go back to play Cave Story. It's free publicity.
No, it's fine.
That's what I care about.
The only time I got into Smash was like because like the old shit back in the N64 days, because it was cool, it was novel, and then later like on the the Switch, because like my daughter was playing it and stuff, so I was playing it and I'm like, oh, this is fun.
Yeah, whatever. If you play with others, it's good.
It's fun. Like if I'm gonna play a fighting game, I'd rather play like all the other shit I've played, or something a little more modern would probably be like Dragon Ball Z Fighter, which is like way better.
Yeah,
it's a fucking.
I legitimately bought a Nintendo Wii way after it came out. But my idea was I'm a buy a Nintendo Wii and I'm buy a bunch of controllers and I'm inviting my brothers here and we're gonna play Super Smash Brothers.
I bet you never heard of
And
this game. You had a Wii, right?
yeah, I do.
Baroque.
Baroque, no.
Nah, of course you fucking played it. Nobody played this shit.
But I mean, I specifically bought the Wii to play Smash Brothers, and the nicest thing was that nobody liked it. So I spent all of that money for a game that nobody liked playing, and that's my story basically for everything, almost everything. I buy shit. I expect people to like it. People do not like it. I cope, and I get back to buy more shit.
You just put it in an altar, beat off on it a few times, and move on.
Yeah. Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
bro.
I keep hoping one day, I either found someone who likes it, or I find something that people like.
That's because you haven't been hanging out with enough gamer schizoids, bro. Like they'll play this shit. Look at him.
I was probably
showing right now. This is Baroque on the Wii.
I was probably me and other two people at school that liked video games legitimately, and we didn't even talk with each other that much. One of them became my friend, and the other one I don't know much about to this day. Yeah.
He's just in your basement somewhere screaming.
No, he's in his place. I mean, he's got his own issues, but he probably moved on with his life.
He made a living coming inside pony
unlike
jars.
Me.
The jars with My Little Pony is in them. Baroque was great. Baroque was like, have you played games like this? You know this, right? You can tell, right?
Looks like an action RPG,
but a roguelike kind of style. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
RPG.
It's not my. It's not my favorite kind of game, but I've played.
Oh, it's so much fun. Like, Baroque was great. It was like on the Wii, nobody fucking really played it. It was like the epitome of like Japanese people getting like biblical themes and just turning it into whatever the fuck they think sounds cool, and then like turning it into a video game, which I love. I love that shit.
That's Drakengard, basically.
Oh, there's so many games. That's so many games, dude. But you know what was a great? I think this was 360. Did you ever play? Man, I want to go, but I'm having fun talking to you about shitty games. What was that game called? There was this game where, oh man, here we go. Hold on. Red Ring? What was it called? Ring of Red for PS2. Have you ever heard of that?
Ring of Red.
Oh, so good.
Oh, that looks like my jam. Ring of Red. Why haven't I heard of this?
It was okay. This game was so fucking good. Okay, this is a Konami game, 2000. This is the yeah. Okay, so what made it cool is that like the overlay for like this, it was like a strategy RPG, right? But what was cool about it is that like the overlay was like kind of old school kind of graphics, but then when you would actually fight, it would go into 3D graphics or whatever, or like visuals.
You know what that? That reminds me of what's it called, Nectaris, which is another Japanese game, which is basically the same concept for PS1, but it has tanks instead of mechs. And it's basically the same thing.
Yeah. But I know what you're talking about. But what made this game interesting is that it was basically, if it was a game in which the idea was, what if World War II had mechs, and so they had to use like gasoline engines to control, like to manage these mechs. So it's like gasoline and steam.
Yeah. It's a DOS type of scenario. Yeah. I have a board game set in this scenario.
Yeah, so it's like a World War II alternative game. And it's so good, dude. Look at it. And so when you would aim and fire, what made it cool is you had to make a decision, right? So like the longer you waited to fire and
Okay.
allow your mech to basically increase the percentage of accuracy, the more risk you also took of them firing first and hitting you.
Okay.
So in other words, like if you could be like, okay, I'm gonna hold my ground, right? And if I hold my ground, I can get up to like a 70% or whatever chance of hitting, right? But they could
Yeah.
go with a 40 or 50% and hit
And
me
still
and
do
then
it.
fuck me up. Or
I
or
wouldn't be
or
great at this game. I know.
like see, so you can be like, yeah, see, and that's what made the great. See how the percentage goes up, and so like it would
Yeah.
just be back and forth like that. And but what sucked is that you'd have to start over if you got hit, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if you didn't get hit, your percentage would stay up on
Okay.
hit
So consecutive
accuracies.
hits
So there was
are.
yeah. So there'd be a benefit from holding your ground. So like it would see how it's showing the percentage, and then there would be
Right.
skills that you could add to increase. Yeah, so it was a big bluffing game, right? Like a
Mhm.
lot of it was bluffing, a lot of it was like how ballsy are you, RNG, you know? Like it was
Mhm.
just like it was a fun fucking game. See how it's just 37%. So it's just 37. And you're like, this guy could just fire right now. But what are the chances of him actually hitting? Oh, but if I wait like 4 more seconds, look how much higher it gets. You get it? So
Yep.
like it's so good. It's pretty cool, right?
Yeah. It's very interesting because you would see the tactical aspect of it, and you would think it's just a matter of luck, as
No.
usually it is with these games. But the fact that you decide how much luck,
How much
that's pretty
luck you're
novel.
relying on, and then on
Yeah.
top of that, there's passives, and on top of that, there's skills you can select to use and
Yeah, that's very
equipment you can
good.
put on them. What made it cool is that these mechs were like not designed to like be like Gundams, you know. That what I loved about it is that
Yeah,
these mechs are
they're
just
more like tanks with legs, which is what I like.
yeah, they're tanks with legs. So like they weren't Gundams. They're not gonna run up to each other and do like fucking acrobatics, right? They're not made for
Yeah,
that.
I kind of hate Gundams because at that point is like, okay, so this robot, which is supposed to walk, basically stands on air the entire time, and it doesn't really need legs. So why did you give him legs?
What did you?
Just use a plane, dude. They're much cheaper, much smaller, and faster.
Oh, but they don't look anywhere near as cool.
Yeah, but
Hey, bro,
I
aesthetics is
my
everything, bro.
practical and logical side hates that because it's like, yeah, you build a tank with legs that wields weapons like it's using a rifle.
I mean,
Just
this entire game is absurd. Like, why the fuck would you
yeah.
even like make this game? I mean, why the fuck would you even make these mechs? Like, what the fuck is the point of putting a fucking cannon on a fucking giant machine that has legs and arms
Well,
if you're not
typically
even
there's
gonna
no
have hand
point.
to
It still makes
hand?
more sense than a Gundam, if we're
Like,
being
oh, see,
honest
this
about
guy's
it.
taking a risk. He went 63. This is really high. This is like he thinks he's gonna get it. Oh, 64. Let's see here. Oh, that's big. Oh yeah, I knew his shit was done. So like you can retreat or you can keep fighting too. Like shit like that. But what's crazy is yeah, I remember as you retreat you can get shot at too. Like it's just
Really
it's
nice, nice.
yeah, it was a great game, dude.
Legit, I might look up for this because I am replaying PS2 games as of recently.
Yeah, this
I
was.
could put this on a list maybe.
Oh
Maybe I
man.
could.
Okay, how about this one? Okay, I'm gonna
Mhm.
throw one more at you before I go to bed here.
All right.
Oh man, I love these fucking. I'm having a fun time just talking to you about this stupid shit. All right, thanks,
Well,
man. Thanks for showing up. All right,
no problem.
because like,
Well, you helped me first. It only seemed fair I stepped in.
I'll stop it anyway.
I
So,
got game.
okay, so check this out. I mean, if you're bored, I'll stop. But if
I
you're
know,
interested,
actually.
okay, good.
It,
All right.
it I trained myself to be able to withstand communication for long periods
No,
of
no, no,
time.
no, no. I'm not
It's a
asking
thing I
for.
had to adapt to. But
I don't need you to withstand communication for long
But
periods of time. I
just to
want you to.
say, even if I were bored, I would be able to stand it. But I'm legitimately interested in this.
Okay,
It's
good.
my area
No,
of expertise,
no, no, no.
relatively speaking.
Good, good. But what I'm saying is that I don't want to bother. I don't personally
I
want to
know.
bother boring someone because I'd rather just go do something else if I'm just boring someone, right? Like
I get
I'm
you,
not
but
into hearing myself just talk, right? Okay,
yeah, that
so
color me interested.
good, good. Okay, so check this out. Project Darkness, Xbox 360. Do you know anything about that? Please tell me you don't know shit about Project Darkness for Xbox 360. Please.
Doesn't ring a bell as it is. Maybe I've seen it.
So good. Okay, so Project Darkness was a World War II tactical RPG that the idea was, well, Nazis versus Allies, but for whatever reason, the Nazis have vampires and the Allies have werewolves and psychics. Okay. and and everyone has
This
perfect anime bodies, and the Nazis were super hot. Like the girl Nazis were just like crazy hot. And
this this is sounds like what Anne Frank would have written if she was into
oh,
fan
I'm
fic.
sure she would have. Anyway,
No
yeah.
offense, but
Okay,
to
hold on.
her or
Let me see. Hold on. Let me find this. Okay. Project Darkness. It's bringing up the
what?
old the Darkness game, which is a cool game too, also, but way back. Project.
Just me wondering why vampires and werewolf are always involved in this weird ass plots. Like the only game with legitimate vampires that don't delve into some stupid
Operation.
shit.
Sorry,
It's
I had it wrong. It's
Legacy of Cain, basically.
Operation Darkness. Sorry, I had it wrong. Operation Darkness.
Oh,
You can see how it get mixed up.
yeah.
Okay, check. There we go. Oh, Legacy of Cain. I fucking love that shit. But
Yeah, that shit's good.
oh hell yeah, that shit's good. Here we go. 2007.
I
4
want
years ago.
Simon Templeman to narrate my life.
Look at this.
I don't know if you do sometimes, but I get into those moments when I basically narrate my life in my mind, and I try to sound like Templeman in my head.
Yeah, I mean, it's not bad.
Let's get into this philosophical.
Yeah, no, I get you. I get you. I get you. Check this out. What made this game awesome was it tried to do. It didn't just try to be like, oh, like, you know, vampires and werewolves in World War II. Like it tried
Deal
its
with it.
best to have like its own like lore and like integrate
All
it
right.
into the history. And so
All
what made
right.
it crazy was like it while you were playing it, you're like, okay, cool. It was showing like actual footage, like of
All
World
right.
War
So yeah,
II.
we're trying to be as historical as
Oh,
we
they
get.
were trying, man. Like they were showing fucking straight up.
That's actually bold, by the way, because having Hitler on your game
No,
back
they had
then,
Hitler.
especially.
They had Hitler on their game, bro. Like, I mean, as long as Hitler's the
Uh,
bad guy, right? So
uh,
they had World War II stock footage in the game, integrated with their own animations, and like, dude, like some of these the intro was long. Like it was like trying to say like, okay, this is the
feel
lore.
like a documentary. Yeah.
Yeah. So then you would play the game. And okay, this is also considered one of those games that's terrible. Okay, and the reason it's
Hmm.
considered to be a terrible game is because of the difficulty. But the people that didn't mind the difficulty and appreciated it loved this game because this game was no joke. Like it was hard because like it was a tactical RPG that was 100% unforgiving. And just like other tactical RPGs like Fire Emblem and shit like that, dead is permadead. Right? So like if you lost too many guys in your run, it would basically get to a point where it's impossible. Right? Like
sounds like you're describing XCOM.
Yeah, exactly. It's like XCOM. It's an XCOM style game. So think XCOM, but World War
down
II.
to the unforgiveness. I mean,
it's so
not only
unforgiving
in the mechanics.
It's so unforgiving, dude. Like it's so.
So one thing I can appreciate is they actually are in the desert, and my mind was telling me, why are they wearing pink beanies? The only scenario where I can forgive that is if they're in the desert, and they actually are. I appreciate.
No, yeah, because this takes place. A lot of it takes place in I believe in Africa. Yeah. So a lot of this is like a lot of these. The story takes place in the Egyptian areas.
Yeah, but I don't know if there's a lore explanation of why they have pink beanies, but it just makes sense from a tactical standpoint. So I can appreciate that. I don't know why at this point they wouldn't have the whole like the whole jacket be pink and just the beanie, but I mean,
it's just
maybe they're.
It's aesthetics.
No, but it actually has strategy to it. I don't know.
I get it, but what I'm saying is just aesthetics for the game, right? Like if they had all these guys in pink, it's not gonna sell. They want these guys in green, looking like.
Yeah, but the thing is, they historically painted vehicles pink in the desert. So that's kind of accurate. I mean, I don't know if it would work on a beanie, but. I mean, it works on vehicles, so...
Oh, it's amazing that you're saying that.
It makes them actually harder to be spotted in the sand during daytime, because the reflection from the sun cancels out the color, basically. That's why pink... This is one of those little factoids you don't need in life, but they're going to be stuck with you.
Great. If
when somebody tells them.
In the desert, I'll wear all pink. All salmon. Just wear salmon.
The best, the best color. I don't even think it's salmon. It's bright pink. It's the best color to hide in the desert, basically.
Bright pink.
Yeah, bright pink. Look it up.
It's amazing.
It's a thing you know now. One of the things I like in life is to give people factoids they don't need.
Good. I will make sure that if I'm ever fighting in the desert, having a military combat in the desert, I'll dress nothing. I'll wear like bunny pink pajamas.
Yeah, exactly.
In the desert to survive.
And this game is referencing that. I don't know if it is that for that reason, but I appreciate it. In my head canon, that's a reason.
All right, we'll go with that, dude. Well, look, check it out, man. Like, it was so, and it was like so move by move. I actually like the artwork for the characters and stuff. It had like a very kind of unique, even though it's kind of anime. Like it had
Who made this game, by the way? What's the developer?
Well, the studio was Atlas. This was another Atlas title.
Oh, it's not. I understand.
Oh, hell yeah! They had all kinds of weird shit. See, look at that. You would position, and then you could decide grenade or skill. And what made it cool is you mostly relied on your equipment, right, and RNG, because like the actual superpowers, like the psychic powers or the healing or whatever, like those would be kind of like far and few between. You didn't those weren't like things that were constantly usable. You get me?
Mm-hmm.
So like your equipment and your bazookas and your fucking anti-tank shit, like all that stuff. Like, and what's funny is even the weapons, they tried to like see how they have the Stein Mark II.
So they're not trying to make it like a fictional style of weapon. No, they're actually going historical.
Yeah. Even the Nazi enemies, they were like named after appropriate units and shit like that. It's like crazy, dude.
Is it bad that I now want a sniper elite set in this universe?
Oh no, it's not bad at all, dude. Like, dude, this universe is
Be
so
the shit.
cool. What was so made it so fun is that the for the first, like, I swear to God, dude, for like the first like hours and hours of the game, you're not using any crazy superpowers.
Mm.
Like, I'm
Mm.
talking, you're
And
just
then it
using
just goes ape
grenades
shit from.
oh yeah, and then later it goes more ape shit, but not by a lot, dude. Like later you start getting like units that are like werewolves and shit. Like, dude, I'm not kidding you. There's a can't even believe it. The entire game. The idea was basically, okay, let's take Hitler's interest in the occult and
Mm.
turn like just make it exponential. So the whole point was like all of this is has to do with the units that fought each other under
Mm.
the commands, the Allies trying to counter attack Hitler's occult interests. And so like so Hitler, like the Nazis occult interests in this universe are real, right? And so you're the allies which acknowledge the reality because you have your own supernatural units and you're trying to stop what's about to happen or what's being attempted to happen because you know that if they succeed they'll use this occult power to win the war. You know what I mean?
Yeah, at first I thought this would be kind of a strange premise for a game like this, but
No.
I actually forgot that I fought Hitler in a mech, and he's three flying priest clones in Wolfenstein 3D. So this is
Right.
not even that much.
No, but just in general, there's a reality to Hitler and a lot of the
Yeah,
Nazi elite's interest in the occult
yeah.
and interest in
So
like in belief that there was like some occult way of like influencing the war. And some people argue to this day that they actually did use those methods, especially when
I
you're
mean, they were
talking like
trying
the
for everything, so it wouldn't surprise me.
no, but like the Foo Fighters, you know, if you've heard of them, like the Foo
Hmm.
Fighters in World War II were like a thing. Like all
Yep.
kinds of weird shit, and then like the bell, the time travel bell they were trying to make. Like it was wild, dude. Like they didn't give a
Weren't they
fuck.
trying to make like a giant magnifying glass
Yeah,
to
yeah.
launch an orbit to just use as
Just
a bath
abs-
ray?
absurd shit, bro. Like they didn't even
Uh,
care.
I mean, they to some extent, the fact that they tried so hard, just it's sort of helpful to today people because, I mean, if they didn't try to figure that out back then and take the hate for us, we would. I mean,
Yeah, no, for sure, for sure.
so the fact that they got to take so much stupid ideas from them for themselves
Oh
means
yeah.
that we don't have to.
We don't have to try to like
Yeah,
turn to
it's a
werewolves or
favor.
something. Like no, what was great too, what made this game hilariously funny, like campy, is that because the allies were made up of in this game the allies were made up of people from different, it wasn't just the Americans or the British, it was people with like special abilities and all kinds of shit from different parts of the world. So
Okay.
different allies, right? And
Hmm.
so you had British allies, you had American, you had Canadian, like you had everything. So what made it really funny is that like all the voice actors were not that good, and they all had to do
Look at
really,
that.
really bad accents, like
Mm.
really bad. Like there was bad American, British accents, like Australian accents. They were Scottish. It was so fucking bad, dude. Like the voice acting is so bad in this game. It's hilarious. They'd be like, "I am Scottish." Like it was so bad, dude. Like I am a
Um,
Scottish man. Like it was bad, dude.
I mean, I know that we cater to have better games and with good acting in it, but to be fair, having this type of uh, situation where many games could not afford good voice actors and resorted to this actually made it for a better game. I, I have when I see a remastered version of games like Spyro, um, like where I live, Spyro is known for being one of those games that had exceptionally bad voice acting
Yeah,
in
Spyro
my
the
language.
Dragon, bro. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
the remastered version has actually been
Cleaned up.
remastered in the voice acting as well. So now it's good. It's all good. But it actually makes it worse because you're tethered to how the game sounded back then, and it was so outlandishly stupid. It made it fun, and making it mostly serious. And of course, qualitatively speaking, is a good thing, but I think it takes away from the atmosphere. And it's one of those reasons why I like games like Earth Defense Force we talked about before, because even there they're not even trying to make it sound good. They're so stupid and bombastic. It's part of the fun for me. I like bad voice acting.
Oh, I absolutely have an appreciation for that kind of shit, man. Like,
I mean, not in every game. I wouldn't want every single game to be bad, but
no, no. And what makes it great is when the voice acting's really bad, but it wasn't intentional. Like you had it,
yeah, well,
like it
it's
was
not
just like
intentional.
I'm telling you,
Of course.
dude, overly
Yeah.
ambitious projects that end up having um subpar quality
Yeah.
are like one of the fucking best shits aesthetically for me. Like I love it. I love it. Deadly Premonition, right?
Yeah.
You ever
That
played
doesn't
Dead?
even
Have you
have
ever?
to be that. No.
Did you ever
I
play
haven't played that.
Premonition?
No.
You never played Deadly Premonition?
I've heard of it. I think I remember
It's
something.
like Twin Peaks, the video game.
Rumination.
Oh, incredible. The original, the sequel, I never bothered with because the problem with the sequel is that they already kind of were well aware of the legacy the first one left behind, so it's kind of really
Oh,
hard to.
now I get why. Yeah, I wasn't much into horror games. I never liked them too
Oh,
much.
Deadly
Not
Premonition
because
is so
not
good.
necessarily because they scared me, but just because the mechanic are too janky for me usually.
Oh
Like,
yeah, Deadly Premonition was as janky as it gets. The
yeah,
story didn't make sense. The voice acting was terrible. The gameplay was awful. It was absurd. It was totally insane.
a horror
Um,
game.
oh, it wasn't scary at all. It didn't make any fucking sense. The dialogue was awful. I loved it. Like and on top of that, like one of the funniest things about Deadly Premonition was it had kind of an open world element. So like it was like, oh look, you're like in this weird fucking town or area, right? So, but what made it so funny is that when you would drive, right, when you would actually have to drive from like one part of the map to another, for the purposes of like just like being a detective because you're played as a detective,
Mm-hmm.
um the amount of time you would actually spend driving from one place to another, I swear to fucking god, it would probably be just as long as if you actually drove from one place to another, dude. Like it was like I'm talking like Elder Scrolls, um Morrowind distances.
Jesus.
Oh shit.
Like No Man's Sky without using any
Oh dude,
turbo
and you were
stores.
like, let me like it was so bad, dude. I love that. Hold on. Deadly Premonition driving. And it played awful music. And you had like this radio. Here, Deadly Premonition driving gameplay. How big is the map in Deadly Premonition? Oh, somebody did like a video. Like, all right, so this is Deadly Premonition, and you would get in this fucking car, and you were like,
Driving gameplay there.
Oh, dude, yeah, it was such a great game. It was so absurd of a fucking game. So you would have to look at the map, right? You would have to look at this fucking ridiculous, like regular fucking map, right? To determine where you had to go to get to places. Look at this fucking map, dude.
And I guess you don't have access to the map while you're driving, right?
Oh, I think you had to park.
God.
No, you do have the map. You do have the map. You do have the map. But dude, like these drives would be like that's why somebody made this video. This is how big is the map in Deadly Premonition. Look at this driving, dude. You could do first person, third person. Nothing, and
I want to say it's nice,
and
but
and there's no like enemies. There's nothing to do until you get there. Like you're just driving, dude. Like you're just driving the entire time. Look at this. Look how many yards away it is. Look at that.
I take it somebody played this game and said, you know what? I could make Euro Truck Simulator based on these mechanics, and then made the game.
And, dude, you would have to drive so far. Look,
this
you
is
have
worse than
look
Drive 3.
You have gas. See the bottom right? You have gas. And what was so great is if you hit left control or if it was on the console, like you know how you would pass the time, like driving back and forth, he would be muttering to himself, random shit. Oh, look, the car just flipped.
Just a bunch of random lines.
Dude, he would
like
just
that.
talk to himself. He'd just be like, "Oh, look at it, look, see, look."
Oh my god, you can also.
Look. That was part of the gameplay. Look.
About those bonus.
So you can destroy the car too, right? So you can roll over. You can.
I don't think it even destroys. But look, this is the kind of shit. This is the kind of shit he would say. Like this is how you would pass the time driving.
About those bonus features in DVDs nowadays. You know, the ones from the 80s have almost no bonus material. Even if they do, it's a trailer. And
this is me when I'm super bored and I have to drive. Like I'll start talking to myself and describing places.
So many new audio and visual appliances were coming out back then.
Oh my god.
Do you remember the first video deck we bought it to record one of the Star Wars movies on TV? And remember when that video store opened, we spent hours there just trying to find a good movie to rent.
It's me wondering, how did they pitch this thing
can you
to
imagine
the voice
this is how you
actor?
pass the time driving, just listening to this guy ramble to himself.
Attack of the Killer Tomatoes.
Yeah, but I'm here thinking, how did they get the voice actor to agree to this? Like, what's the premise?
So good. Look at this. Like he's just talking about the director of Attack of the Killer Tomatoes.
By John DeBello. It was really awful.
He's basically lacking a navigator, and he's flying by doing it himself, basically. He doesn't have a GPS, so he has to provide. This is what people did before Google Maps was invented.
I never have a chance to see it.
Oh my god.
I know, Zach. Once this case is over, we can watch it together. I bet we can buy a copy on the internet.
Oh, by the way, the person he's talking to is the voice in his head.
Hmm? Yeah, no, I mean,
He's got like DID, bro. Like not DID.
Yeah.
But like I'm just fucking around. But like he's got like a twin or something in his head, and
I do it sometimes by myself as a form
but it
of
has a name. But it
passing
has a name.
time.
He calls him Zach.
But yeah, okay.
He has a guy. It's a guy
But-
in his head called Zach.
In a video game, wouldn't this mechanic be more suited for a radio, given you're in a car? Like that kind of
No,
exposition
there's no
could
radio.
be done by a guy in a radio.
There's no radio, dude. It's just you literally talk to yourself, and like, look, this is the great part: is that like it'd be like, oh, you have to get from this place to this place. Like, you know how there'd be like time limits, like in GTA or something. Like you have to go from here to here within like 2-3 minutes or something, right? Dude, this shit would be look at the timer. It'd be like fucking 10-20 minutes.
9 to
Look.
5 p.m.
Yeah, dude, he has like you have to drive for 20 fucking minutes to get from one place to another. Look, you get points for the distance of driving, dude. Like, Like you'll see the little pop up right now. Raj.
Given how much you have to
Look at like
drive, it doesn't
extra
surprise me
long
that the
distance.
character is crazy by now. So it makes sense. Oh, dude. Thing is, it's not even that great to look at. It's not like you get the pretty
No,
scenery. There's not like the panorama you
this
can
video
admire.
was just to see how
It's
big
just
the map is.
it's me driving in Gmod for 20 minutes without a purpose.
It's exactly that, dude. It's like no joke.
Oh, God.
Police car.
That's the type of shit you would do in GTA when you try to drive, abiding to
No,
the
yeah, I've
laws
done that. I've done
of
that one.
tries so desperately to follow the directions and firm stoplights and shit. But when it becomes the main mechanic of the game, I don't know.
So good, dude.
I guess this is one of those games that answers the question: has this game been done? And somebody says yes, just because it had to be.
Dude, there's so many.
And remember when that video store opened, we spent hours in 78.
Yeah, but anyway, I think this is the same footage. But yeah, you could just drive around the town, and then even when you would get to places, and they'd just be nothing but dialogue, and then it would just be like, oh yeah, this and this and that. You should talk to this guy, and he might know some stuff, and you're like, cool, and then you'd have to drive for like 20 more minutes. Like
Nice.
10 minutes in the opposite direction you just came from.
And we gave shit to Kojima because it made Death Stranding.
So
I mean,
good, dude.
at
Dude,
least there's some skill involved in not tumbling over with packages
hold
on
on.
your shoulders.
Deadly Premonition fight, like shooting. Hold on, let me see. Dude, look at the fighting in this game.
There's fighting too. All
Oh
right.
no, there's fighting. Hold on.
There's shooting. Nice.
No, the shooting.
I mean, if the driving is so slow, I cannot imagine the shooting.
Oh, it's strong, dude. Hold on. They
Do you
made
like
this
to? Do you have to
combat.
assemble the rifle before
No,
shooting?
no. It's so absurd because you're fighting like ghosts or creature things. Here we go. Look at this shit.
And they still get affected by bullets.
Oh, dude, so good. So
There we
good.
go. Okay, we're Max Payne apparently.
You have to use apparently like a gun to like get rid of a wall.
Oh my god, I know. Oh my god, no. Dude, if there's any developer or programmer in the chat, if you ever have to program a game where you have to shoot and you give them this kind of aiming system, just don't. Just change genre. Don't bother, because it's the worst.
Dude, this aiming system's so bad, dude.
It's that kind of aiming that would go good if you were aiming with a zapper pistol, but with a controller or mouse, even for that matter, it's just not good.
How they walk, they're like glitchy and janky.
Oh my god, it's straight up glitching. Is that intended?
I think it's
Or
supposed to be like scary or something. I don't know.
it looks like they're lagging more than anything. If they had like
dude, they look
an
like they're
animation
like,
of sort of like some sort of effects, I could understand, but they're straight up lagging.
watch this. Look at this gameplay right here. It's so strong. Look, see how like okay. So right here, see the guy on the left. I don't even know at what point he gets close. Like he's shooting this guy, and then like he reloads, and that motherfucker's like already. I don't even know how he moved that fast. He's like sneaking past him somehow when he's like right in front of him. It's so funny.
Oh, and they couldn't even hide the fact that they just melt into the ground. Basically, they just dive back in. my god.
So good, dude.
Why? What is he doing? Is it?
He's like covering his nose.
What's that purpose of that?
I don't know, dude.
Looks like he's trying his hardest to not laugh. Holding his mouth.
You got an onion.
And I'm looking at this, and I don't understand. Like I haven't played the game, so I don't know how it functions. I look at this sort of gameplay, and I'm like, okay, the guy playing must know what he's doing. But for the love of me, it looks like an IGN journalist trying to play the game. I don't know.
I don't think anybody, almost anybody, knows what they're doing with this game.
I don't know. There's a part of me who wants to believe that the guy knows the mechanics, but it looks like
Dude, look, you're not paying attention.
He cannot.
Look at this, dude. The guy talks to himself while you're shooting the zombies or whatever. Like he says things to himself. Like, let me turn it up.
Bullseye. Nice shot.
Like he's shooting zombies, and he's like, "Oh, I should totally change the carpet when I get back home."
No, he's like saying, he's like validating himself. He's like, "Good shot, nice job."
Oh my god! Oh, that was a good one.
He's like, "Oh, nice shot. Oh, headshot. Good job."
Like, what do you do when you have low self-esteem and the therapist says, try to cheer you up, cheer yourself up when you do things, you know, try to appreciate what you do.
You know what? You know what?
Like, all right.
You know what I like to think this game has? I gotta go, but you know what I like to think this game has?
Mm-hmm.
I like to think of Deadly Premonition, especially the combat. It reminds me of if you tried to turn House of the Dead, the original House of the Dead, into like a full game that wasn't like a track arcade shooter.
I can see that. Yeah, I can see that.
It's like House of the Dead. Watch out! There's zombies.
The shooting looks like it comes straight from a rail shooting game, basically a shooter on rails.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was like a rail. It was like a House of the Dead. Yeah, it was like a rail shooter, but like
rail shooter.
But it wasn't. It wasn't a real shooter.
But like we have to add something to it to make it a full release. You know, the shooting aspect is not enough. Let's add some.
30 minutes of driving, and like really awkward cutscenes. Oh yeah, that's as good as it gets, bro. Go look up Deadly Premonition. They made a sequel. It had such a cult following. They actually made a sequel.
I could see why.
Yeah, Deadly Premonition had a sequel. But I liked it. The only problem with it was that
wasn't as bad as this.
The problem with it is that it was trying to like capitalize on the original. And so, because the original was just normal bad.
Remember what happened?
They tried to go extra bad. Let's say, okay.
Yeah, they were trying to you can't replicate. You just can't replicate
everything.
Like you can replay the aesthetic.
This is the kind of
you can replicate the aesthetic, but you can't really
completely separate things.
See, it just doesn't
For
quite
example,
have the
one
same
special agent. Reality.
Like you could try to replicate the aesthetic, but like the difference is that like
you should stop doing.
One was a game trying to be its best with whatever silly concepts or ideas, and the other one is trying to be like that game. You get me?
Did you hear that?
Yeah, it's actually harder to be shit at something on purpose.
To think we're getting
when it comes naturally, it's one thing, but when you're trying at it, it just doesn't get the same effect. It's kind of like shitting in real life. You have to wait for for the shit to come. You cannot force yourself to dump a turd in the toilet. You have to wait for it.
But it's like bad movies, right? Anytime they try to make a purposely bad movie, it's usually not. It doesn't.
Yeah, like
have
Morbius.
That beauty.
They they
No,
purposefully try to make it bad, and
no,
it just
no.
doesn't work the same.
Morbius was trying to be good, a good movie. I don't think it
I
was.
don't think it was. They
You
hired
don't.
Jared Leto for that. I don't think it was.
Hey, Jared Leto used to be a respected actor. All right, that used to be.
The only good thing I remember him being a good actor for was Fight Club, and the good thing about it is that he gets
No, no, no,
face
no.
punched in.
Did you
And
forget
that's the only.
about? Did you forget about Requiem for a Dream?
All right. I guess we could give him that, but
And he was also in 30 Seconds to Mars music videos.
yeah, we could forget.
Oh,
Is it is that
and
on
he
his IMDb page?
no,
I am the guy from
my well he was the lead singer of 30 Seconds to Mars.
Yeah, okay, but as a main feature
Hey,
on his
dude,
page, I would like to see. I am
they had
on the
some hit
video.
they had some good tracks. They had some good hits. And then
There's at least one song I like about
yeah,
from them.
and then he also had the Colt, that Colt he ran.
Hmm?
The Colt.
Okay.
What was the name of that Colt he was in?
I mean, I don't know about that. I try. I don't have that deep of a knowledge about
Jared
the
Little
guy.
had Jared Little had his own Colt. Wait, I thought he did.
The cult of
Yeah.
Jared Leto.
Yeah, there's like this people were saying
Why
he.
people are convinced, so he doesn't actually do that, but people think he does.
Oh yeah, it's an exaggerated rumor.
All right, it's a Mandela effect, basically.
Oh, hold on. What was it called though? It had like a funny name. There was people that believed he ran a cult, and so there was like photos of him with like he was just like some new ager guy, and so like I think he was like into some like new agey shit, and so he had like people with him that were into that shit, and so the people started saying he was running a cult. I don't remember.
To be fair, you see people like Gwyneth Paltrow with Goop.
Oh well, the Goop, no, and then what was that
Yes,
other one?
you start seeing patterns. Is what I'm saying.
No, what was that other one that was popular too? The oh, that fucking weird one that was more recent as well. That was like another cult with like celebrities and shit like that. They had
Yeah,
like
I'm
all
trying to
kinds of problems. And then they got
yeah,
caught up
I'm
in
trying to
some legal
remember, but
problems. Oh man, I can't even remember. It was like some celebrity cults. Oh man, what was it called? Let's see if I can find it. Whatever, I don't care about this shit. I just find it fascinating. It was no, Joaquin Phoenix was in a cult. I don't even know. Ah, Children of God. That makes sense. I forgot the name of that one weird cult. It was like Exion something on. It sounded like a medication. There was like a cult that had the name that sounded like it would be like some antipsychotic or something. I forgot what it was called though. Huh?
sorry, my sister walked in.
Oh, I thought you said something. My bad. It was like some weird medicine, like that was like it sounded like it was like a medication that you would hear like a fucking commercial for. Exion or something is on Zon.
Yeah, I have something, but maybe it's because I'm super tired. I
No,
cannot
it's okay. All right, I gotta go too.
remember.
I can't believe I'm still streaming this shit. Holy god! Oh, I'm not even doing Hermit Gotcha stream. This just is all fucked up. I think I just didn't change it. All right.
I guess by the end we found out what your channel is about.
Oh.
Just ramble about stuff.
Well, I mean that's the second half of my. That's like part of what my channel is. It's just rambling about things.
I think it's good. Rambling is a good thing.
Somebody's got to be rambling, man. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to tell people. It's like, what do you do? I'm a rambling man. That's what I do. All right. In any case, I got to go. But if anybody's still listening to this, cool. Welcome. If you're not, then I don't blame you. But in any case, thank you for joining me. Thank you for being here. And if you want to help me pay my bills, please join my Patreon and PayPal, and that way I can keep doing this instead of waging away at something that doesn't contribute to anyone or anything. At least in my opinion. I'm not trying to shit on it, but it just feels like that way for me, at least personally. All right, guys. Thank you for joining me. Thanks,
Pleasure.
Kiddu, for that shit. So, and hanging out and
It was
watching
good
garbage,
stuff.
talking about garbage ass bullshit that doesn't matter, like anything else matters. All right, peace out. Later. Okay, let me. Oh no, I just did that thing where I did the thing. Shh. There, it's gone. It's gone now. Okay, let's I normally play a track, but I'm tired. I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna go to sleep now. I'm tired. Alright, thanks for joining me, guys. Peace out, and as usual, when day is dark, always remember. What do we always remember, guys? What do we remember? When day is dark, what do we remember? Come on, chat. What do we remember? Somebody's gotta be on to tell me what we remember when day is dark. Come on. Come on, guys. One of you. See you next time. Oh, for sure, but I need somebody in chat to tell me. When day is dark. Oh, okay. Oh, sure. Oh, no. Nicholas. Don't send a sticker. Just PayPal me. Because that's easier. If you want to send a little donation to my bullshit, just PayPal me or something. Or Patreon. Because, like, fucking stupid ass fucking, tell me where you're gonna, yeah, stupid ass fucking YouTube makes me work like a goddamn month to get any of the contributions. So if you want to give me a couple little bucks to help me pay my bills, thanks, Nicholas. But as I was saying, when day is dark, always remember what? What do we say, guys? Is anybody out here still? Do we know the rest of that line? Or did everyone leave? There was like 14 people here at one point. Started talking too much about weird old shitty games. That's okay. I'm alright with that. Alright, it looks like everyone's gone. Okay. When day is dark, always remember happy day. You gotta remember happy day, guys. Alright? Remember happy day. So I always gotta play this part, so I'm gonna play it anyway. Even if I'm fucking tired.
Please remember that when you feel scared or frightened, never forget the times when you feel happy. When day is dark, always remember happy day.